Hello, Gail. How you doing? When will the actual announcement start? It starts in 2 hours and 22 minutes. Let me actually just pathofexile.com. How you doing? It is in 2 hours and 20 minutes. A bit late tonight, but what can you do? Where's the timer? Why do they not have the timer? There we go. Here. 2 hours, 20 minutes, and it's gonna be the biggest patch ever. It has to be, right? There we go. And now we're just gonna sit here staring at this screen for 2 hours. That's it. Nothing else. Just that. Once a few more folks come in here, we can work on a bingo. We can... Oh no. Oh yeah. Oh, one thing I must add. No leaks, please. No leaks. How do I add? I just want to add text. No leaks. Leak equals ban. And we make it bright red. Okay. Background? Okay, cool. All right. I'll pay attention to you guys in a sec. Just give me 1 sec. There we go. Okay. Asatros, your main topic for the stream was Act 1 speedrun race. We're going again. I would do another speedrun race against Dead Rabbit or someone else. I love that. That was so much fun. There we go. And what if she has a leak? What if she has a leak and she's really hot? Nope. Banned. Banned. All of it gets you a ban. How you doing, Palouse? On a 10 stream streak. So my plan earlier this week was to start stream like really nice and early, but I got super sick. Nikki, just remind me, Makuikas. I know you, but I never remember how to pronounce your name. Spoiler alert: Snape kills Dumbledore. All right, I don't know how to ban on YouTube, but I'm gonna figure it out quickly. I am. I'm not 100%. I'm still coughing a bit and like sneezing a bit, but I don't have a fever, at least as far as I can tell. But I had a really bad fever for a couple of days, and that was fucking me up. That was really messing me up. Let me just log on to YouTube. How can there be leaks? Because the Chinese... Apparently the Chinese... I don't know. The Chinese server got leaks before us, or like they got some reveals. So I don't know. You always have 1 month lag. Better... Yes. It's in 2 hours. I'm so grateful, though. I'm so grateful for the 3 weeks. I know that you probably haven't heard anyone say that, but as a content creator, holy shit, having 3 weeks. I'm saying it very well. It's what Machukash. Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker. Okay, all right, guys, mods, please. I need to get some YouTube moderators ASAP. If I turn off my camera, it's probably just for a sneaky little cough. Yeah, but I have 3 weeks to get better. I have 3 weeks to get better. I don't know what it is. I mean, speaking to Guitaraholic, like, since I went full time, before league start, I always get sick. But normally it's just like, I don't know, I get like a bit of a sore throat or something like that. This time I got like full-blown flu, but luckily my immune system's good. So like it was what, like 3 days of, I don't know, like 2 days of it being really bad, and then today. And I think I'll probably be like 100% by next week. You went SF for the first time in Mirage. I'm working toward 40 out of 40. There you go. How's everyone? Nikos, this is the unmitigated hype stream. This is the place you come when every other streamer is telling you, don't get too excited, don't get your hopes up too much. Over here, you don't have to worry about that. Here you can be maximum hype. 100%. They spend most of today's reveal talking expansion, then spend 3 weeks teasing and revealing. Really? Yep. Plenty of time to get murdered in No Rest for the Wicked. This is the anti-Redditor zone, exactly. Hold on, wait. I need to fix this. I need to fix this ghost chat. Font family. I don't know how to change this font. How do I change it? I'll figure that out later. There we go. Do we think the new mechanic plus rework of all I think there's definitely going to be... They've definitely implied that there's going to be reworks of all the other mechanics, right? And I do think there will be a new mechanic on top of that. Crafting bench. You know what one of the saddest things is? They shared the drop, right? They shared a drop, and it's a well MTX, which is not a great sign. It looks cool, but it is a well MTX, which means that they're sticking to the well. Yeah, you'd be happy with the reworks. I think there will just be a lot of reworks. A lot of reworks, but I think there will be something new. My prediction was they're gonna add a whole lot of new mechanics. Well, not new one, but like old. Mad. Oh, holy shit. Wait, do I not have Ass 11? Reworks are the 4 main mechanics, and then another league mechanic. I'm thinking there'll be a new league mechanic, and then like a couple of others as well. Matt, what is that emo? They better announce swords. Otherwise, it's not going to be good for them. Oh, come on. Yeah, exactly. You're right, Louis. It's like people are ready to be angry. Like, nowhere have they confirmed swords anywhere, and like people are angry about it. Divination cards. I'd be sweet with divination cards. Div cards? What else? God damn it. Should we try that trick? Matt, can you get me the link? Is Dead Rabbit streaming? I wanna try get him. Wait, can you? Or is he busy speaking to Gazzy still? Oh, never mind. He's still speaking to Gazzy. Matt got me so good. He sent me a WhatsApp and he was like, "Dude, Fubgun did a face reveal and sent me a link, and I clicked it and it was a fucking rickroll." I clicked that shit so fast. I'm wondering how many streamers you could get with that. Should we try for Crimson? A Divine Sync? Yeah, they do. If only they could think of one. If only there was some kind of Divine Sync that could be in the game. I wonder. Alright, let's see. Should we test it on Crimson costs? Crimson is in a deep dialogue. Damn it. Everyone's got friends they're talking to. Who's he chatting with?
Like, okay, what's the...
Okay, he's speaking to someone. This is my fault for getting on late. But I wouldn't have made it this long. Wait, where's Arrow? Is Arrow live? Wanna hang?
On the background while I was doing something
with
else.
Omicid?
Pretty good.
Mr. Cahal, how you doing, bud? Want to hang with Omicid in chat?
Yeah.
Like in voice?
He did an interview with Blaze. Please, Julius, please.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Omicid and today we are turning in 50 sets of the Shepherd sandals.
What do you say?
I paid just about 3 divines.
I can't hear anything.
I think maybe.
What? Sorry.
I think the level 15 chess ship's looking for the last 4 objectives I apparently missed.
I'm worried that he's listening to the copyright music.
Are they all in one place? Are they all in like one zone?
Miso? Is Miso lonely? I'm lonely.
Explain the situation.
What did you say, Matt? I am also lonely. Alright, well, I don't know. How's Miso doing? I'm looking for friends. Okay, Miso. He also just booted up.
Just a missed question mark somewhere, right? And then the 3 on the coast.
Mark GG the voice changer. Here. Okay, I don't know about Arrow. You can tell. You can tell Arrow to phone me if he wants to. How long? 2 hours. Me so lonely. Greg, how you doing? 7th door. I know, reveal streams are the best. Ass 11, does it show up on my stream? I'm not seeing it over here. Wait, let's see. Who can we trap? Oh fuck. We gotta hit someone with the the meme, alright? Wait, okay, let's see if we can get him. By the way, did you see the fob gun face reveal? Oh wait, he's watching my stream! Fuck off, no! My trap has failed. Oh wait, he's watching my stream. Fuck off, no! My trap has failed. Oh no, he got me. He got me. You're not clicking that? Come on. It was so good. Foiled. Alright, we gotta find someone we can get. Why is he watching my stream instead of just phoning me? I have to like now demonetize my entire stream because of his copyrighted music?
Whatever that is, guys, don't click it. I'm very tempted. I want to know what it is. But I don't trust him.
Try Ziz? Okay, let's try it. What's this? This Ass 11? Oh, yes. No, don't I have this as just like a main emote on my channel? Can you just send me that? I'll add it as like an official emote.
No, we don't need to talk about Ass 11. We don't.
Ass 11 is the hot new emote on the block, and it's amazing.
I don't know if I know what is Ass 11 the smiley with the ass?
I'll add it.
Live streaming is a bad career choice. Even if they come from another streamer who's live.
Okay, Arrow's not phoning me. I'm lonely. Let's see. Okay. Viewer rewards. Emotes. Send it to me. I'll add it as an official emote. What about Omicid? What I'm hoping most this league is that all the doubters now become believers and enjoy it. 3rd Ranger, 3rd Huntress Ascendancy for sure. Why do I look like... Why do you two look like remixes of each other? We do a bit. Except he's got like the... He's got the floofy on top. It's just generic white guy with glasses face. Fine, get out of here. Happy, the PoE community? You doubt my wish will come true. What was my wish? Sorry, I just need to... There we go, shadow. Amazing. Let me save that. If you, I'm just changing scenes so I don't leak all my shit. There we go. Thank you. Image is not square shaped? Oh my god. Gonna have to ban myself if I leak stuff. No. There's nothing bad. 114 by... We gotta get it 96 by 96. There we go. Got it. Save. Okay. Upload. We're getting a new emote, guys. At last. It's too small. Fuck. That's what she said. Yeah, I know. Wait, which one's this? Is this 76 by 64? 96 by 96? What the fuck? How do we make these bigger? There we go. Okay, we got one. Open with paint. Okay. 2 more pixels. 1 more pixel. There we go. Okay. Square this. Okay. We're adding the new emote now. Professional streamer, by the way. Alright. What do we name it? Not... Upload. I don't even see it. All right. There we go. Hello, Solar Surfer. Next class is going to be Fisherman. And they're going to add fishing poles. I hope so. New league? I know. I'm so excited. I just wish it wasn't so late for us. But we're almost there. We're almost there. Another 2 hours and 3 minutes. A Reddit link? Yeah, link it to me. You can link it here. The emote hasn't arrived, guys. Sorry. There we go. I mean, we already have the fisherman class, don't we? Community, viewer rewards, emotes. Yeah, we got this. What's this gonna be? Oi, sound. That's how I feel. Hello, Bonhartis, how you doing? Guitaraholic, have you been looking at leaks? Please say no. Why would you spoil it for yourself? You're doing your first big SF character in PoE? Ooh. And you almost have the 4th voice soon. If they do have swords, thrusting, and slashing based of different mechanic, possibly? What is, what's the deal with PoE Reddit in 2020? Oh my, okay. I saw this on Gazzy's stream. They were talking about this, and then I tried to do it, and I hurt my back. I've been trying to do this ever since I was 14 and never succeeded. Swords! Parry mechanics. No, please. Your request for 0.5? What was it? Oh, you just want another hot mommy boss? Can we have a hot daddy boss? There's enough hot mobbies in PoE already. Spike chain. Wait, what the fuck did I just click? Oh. Hey, gone. Man, GG is killing you with this new update. I can't wait to try and cook my own new build. Hey, guys. Bex? Guitaraholic. This is Path of Exile. The best Twitter account. No 0.5 leaks. Ban him. I wouldn't be... They could add stuff like that. Chairs, crowbars, light poles, cockies. We get all the different weapon types. I don't know. I hope so. Expends 1 endurance charge per second. Another 3 weeks. I'm so grateful for the 3 weeks. I'm so grateful for it. Ooh. Oh yeah, you guys need to connect your accounts. My hype is at 1000%. Oh. Alright, well that was boring. What else is happening on the internet? Let's go watch another Twitch. Infinite content loop? Hello, you're fairly new to PoE 2? You never got past Act 4 because of lack of knowledge, especially crafting. You want to start a new build before the update, get into the game, but you're not sure what you should do? What's a good build for a new player? Like... Dead Rabbit's Essence Drain Contagion is really, really good and easy. My grenade build? I can link you with my grenade build if you want. Whoa, Palstron. Okay, he just went live. Arrow's Ice Shot? Oh, Blaze. Is everyone online? Let's just see. Arrow, Blaze, all the peoples. Everyone's back, man. Heavy Heals. Is he actually going to react? I can get you a link. Whoa, what the fuck is happening on my stream right now? Sorry. Gas Grenade Pathfinder from Dreamcore. Yeah. What kind of build do you like? Do you like playing bow and arrow, or like sword and shield, or what do you like doing? Reddit. What? This dude just had a random level 98 on his account? Okay. Stop it? What must I stop? Sword Eye. Huh. The Duelist trailer from PoE 1. Ah, that's so loud. Oh, fuck yeah, look at this. Oh, it's linked in the description, Memphis. Oh, I remember this.
My thanks to you.
15 years
There'll
ago.
be a few less hungry mouths around the campfire tonight. But really, taking a few empty cutthroat heads, where's the challenge in that?
Such good animations, even
We're
back
a
in the
long
day.
way from the arenas and dueling halls. But I know the blood that runs in your veins. It cries out for a challenge.
How far we've come.
For a worthy adversary.
Oh, epic.
And I know just the candidates. The half-wit and the whore.
Whoa.
That scar across Craig's
Guy used the
skull.
H word.
I addled his brains a little, but not enough to slow down those blades of his. and keep a lyra at sword's length. Don't bother to cut her heart out. You won't find one.
What promise did you miss? There's no promise. This is the hype stream, Scottish mug. You kind of up for anything? The grenade build sounded interesting. Where can you post the link?
Their blood stains the ground at your feet.
In the unbanned request folder.
Sent you as a parting gift to 2 of his oldest friends. Now.
Oh, I do
we
have one,
a
Shadow.
deal? Duelist?
Duelist.
Or do we have a problem?
Hell yeah. That was bad ass. Randomly generated levels and items. Visceral PvE. 6 character classes. Looks okay. Amazing. All the good old. Alright, let's get you a mobilytics. Let's find you a nice mobilytics guide. Build. There's also the wolf build. That wolf build was really fun. This one is good. Grenade ritualist. Oh, this shit was weird. This build was fun. There, I got your league. Can we go to our roots and watch Forbidden Build by Useless? Oh, the good old days. The good old days. You need your swords to require you to parry like in Dark Souls. That's what we really need. They're calling it the Gladiator. They do seem to be hinting at that, don't they? This one is pretty good. But the Permafreeze Wolf was fun. I don't know how... You guys can... Let's see. This build was fun. I like this build. There's also the wolf build. The wolf build was fun. You can check those out. What am I planning to play? I don't know. We're gonna have to wait for patch notes. Oh, I mean, there's gonna be a huge update. It's supposed to be like the biggest update ever. The biggest update ever. Beside lightning speed, there are other good lightning skills. There definitely are other good lightning skills. Doomslayer, this build is really fun. Twisters. The Ice Spear build also looks really, really good. So Shiro, I'm doing way better. How are you doing? Not 100%. I should have an idea. Why should I have an idea? I'm gonna play 126. Are you talking about guy that dies? Yeah, the wolf build is very, very pre-made. Fantasy event this weekend, so you're super hyped? Oh, nice. Good. Why can't you dual wield spears? Good question. You should be able to. And then you can just run around like that. You should be able to dual wield spears. I ordered a new PSU, which I think may be the issue. Wait. Don't clip that. That was out of context. That was out of context. What else is on YouTube in 2026? Oh, I thought it was a new Mafra. Fuck. I got so excited. Talkative Try? Why does no one watch my channel? Am I boring? Talkative Try. Oh, weird. It's interesting. Talkative Try's got like a bigger YouTube audience than a Twitch audience. You do. No, I'm just teasing you guys. I'm the best. Thank you. Stretchies. 126x. Do you have a link for that? I want to see that. I've narrowed it down to the supply. I think it has to be that, yeah. Doom. Probably because he got mainly known by making videos instead of streaming. True, but that's how you meant to grow YouTube. Oh, thanks, Eisen. I don't know what to do next League because I feel like I'm too stretched thin. Like I don't have enough time to do YouTube properly, and I don't have enough time to stream properly, and I don't have enough time to write guides properly. So I don't know. I've been thinking next League to, I don't know if it works though. Like focus on streams and then just do shorts mostly. But that also doesn't work. Kermit Gape 00? What is this emote? What the fuck is Kermit Gape? Fractured crafting guides. Oh. Third ascendancy. If. Huh. I think we are going to get new ascendancies. Dude, that emote is... I can't even see it. How do I turn it on? Show mod icons. How do I see Kermit Gape 00? Do I want to? Can you hit me with a Kermit Gape? It is Greg, dude. It is Greg. Oh, Jesus, wait. Oh my god, you actually killed me. I can't laugh. Jesus, that emote is so fucked. It is Greg. I keep wondering, like, where are these insane emotes coming from? And it's Greg. Like, Greg isn't, not even while I'm streaming, just like while I'm off streaming, is slowly adding more and more emotes to the channel. And then I will just like, I'll be trying to read a sentence and someone will type like mod or the word mod. And then like, there's just like emotes. It says I added Kermit Gape. Oh, Shadow. Thank you for the sub. Why didn't it make a sound? Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I forgot to sub. Oops.
Oops. Thank you. Oh wait, what the fuck is happening? Wait. Oh, all my overlays were hiding. Channel verbal silence. No, I like Kermit Gape. Keep it. How do you DM me? On Discord. Just send me a message on Discord. Who's streaming? Why did Arrows scared to talk to me? Blaze, talkative, try. Everyone's live. All the people. He never replies. It's true. But I don't reply here either. So he's a sub? Who? Me? Depends. It's true. Lady Clarice! You don't think it's fair to ban people with STDs? Ooh. What is this? Oh. What the frick is this? Is this a build with stealing for 0.5? I gotta become a real PoE content creator. I gotta just, instead of making my own builds, I should just start stealing them. Leak equals bans? No, apparently there's leaks. I don't know if it's true. Oh god. Yeah, add ass 11. I like that one. Oh no. My GPU doesn't like this. Oh, no, I won't ban you for that kind of leak. You're safe, you're safe. The Chinese client, the Chinese Path of Exile client. Where's Dead Rabbit? I don't know. I think he's had enough Lolcohol. Oh yeah, we're gonna play Arrow's build. I don't know, they get information at a different time. Yeah, your GPU is struggling to just watch this video. Oh my goodness, this is not cool. I'm not okay with this. I don't know. I don't know. They have different, yeah, they have different servers and different updates and like different announcements and stuff. I mean, it's, yeah, no, this is content. This is definitely content. Holy shit. What kind of gear is this guy using? +4 vertex. This isn't a league start build. Where's his weapons? Whoa. Toxic Trade says you can run this build on 60 FPS. Your mental health says you cannot. No. Oh. No, there's been leaks before. You don't want to jinx it? Right, but everyone is seeing the word sword. I honestly I don't give a shit if we get swords or not. I really don't. I want endgame updates. This is very PogChamp. Facts require evidence. Not in the Path of Exile community. Am I rage baiting? Oh no. What even is this clip? Whip out your tinkies? Oh, the other chatter? Everyone whip out your tinkies and show it to me. Ew. Gross. I sounded so unenthusiastic. Oh, Little Big Adventure, yes. You saw, dude, how insanely good is Mafra? I'm obsessed. Mafra. The best. You're upset. Dude, I don't even like that kind of music. I normally find screamy shit cringe, but hers is... Yeah. No, I know. I understand what a simp is now. Wait, am I allowed to say the S word on Twitch? I think I am, right? Whatever. This music's so chilled. I love this game. Oh, this game's the best. For the last few months, I have to give myself a break from her, so I don't go into like a black void of emotion. You play this game? Is it okay that the music is playing on YouTube? I think so. I don't think game music gets yoinked. How much longer? An hour and 40 minutes. Doomed. 100%. Which is her song now. She owns it. And every reaction video, I know. Matt showed it to me, and then from there it was just this downward spiral. Can we get baby photos of you? If we hit our sub goal, if we hit my sub goal, I'll show you baby photos. How close are we to it? How close are we to the sub goal? Okay. Just another, Oh god, I'm so bad at computers. 99,887 to go. What do you think? We're pretty close to this sub goal. How about you show us and then? Where am I meant to get baby photos from? Do you guys just... I am South African Cyborg. Oh, I show you baby photos, then my viewers will skyrocket. I see. Wait, I think I actually do have a baby photo. I was cute as frick. Wait, I actually do have a baby photo. People, wait, I just look like a little devil. You can't even see it. Wait, hold on. I've got to get the lighting. My baby photos give you PTSD? Wait. I gotta make it dark. People cute. There. The lighting's all crazy. Turns out I do just have baby photos lying around. I am Cape Town, yes. How did you know? I was so innocent. I know what happened. Matt, oh no. Why do you have, Matt, why do you have PTSD from my baby photos? What possible reason could there be for that? What possible reason? No, I'm talking about other Matt. Matt 16K. Yes, that was a... There is only... No. When Fungi... How old were we? We were like 18 or something. And... I don't know who, but... Someone got hold of mushrooms and... Poor Matthew. He was traumatized by baby pictures. He was traumatized by my baby pictures. He was freaking out, tripping balls. On my parents' bed, I think. And just like staring at these... I think it was a picture of my brother that freaked you out though. Because you guys fucking smoked weed with like orange chunks in it. I think that's when you freaked out. It was an alien. A South African PoE stream? I know. You believe it? We exist. Restart, start over. Your bestie made you download WoW again, and you just subbed? Oh shit. Luxion, thanks for the follow. That's so loud. Michael.
Oh hi, I'm going into this reveal asking Triple G to make me want to stop playing D4 and come over to PoE2. Otherwise I'll stay with D4 cause I'm having a blast.
Oh yes. Michael. I'm glad you're having fun, but I think this will make you want to swap. I think this will make you want to swap. Triple G, Triple A. I believe that Diablo 4 is a quad A title. How many hours do I have in PoE 2? I don't know how many hours I have in PoE 2. PoE 1 I've been playing for... too long. How long is that? 13 and a bit years? Oh shit. And then PoE 2 since it came out, probably for 1,000 or couple thousand hours. I don't know. I'm gonna discuss the 0. No, dude, I'm not gonna, because this announcement is probably gonna end at 11 p.m. It's probably gonna end at 11 p.m. and then it's gonna be like 3 hours of talking and There are lots of sharks in Cape Town. They are. One even ate me this one time. But I survived. No, there's been like shark attacks at the beaches around here a lot. You're gonna watch it live on my stream? Yes. Wait, what's a wild comparison? Whoa, what the fuck? Yeah, let's not. That is like the most insufferable fucking line of politics as well. I can't stand it. Everyone suddenly became an expert in this like multi-decade long war overnight. And it's like, bro, please. Can I play? Yeah. Anyway, yeah, let's not get into that. Thank you. Cyclone? What about Cyclone? We're here for video game. Exactly. We're here for the video games. Are you guys liking the Little Big Adventure music, or does it need a change? Alright. Yeah, Warhammer politics is fine. Do not change it. Okay, I agree. It's so good. You guys also played this? Where were you when I was a kid? I had no friends who played the... Actually, I did have a friend who played this game. It was the best thing ever. And we got stuck in one part of the game. And then she came... It was a girl that I played piano with. She came over to my house and we tried to figure out how to solve this one problem. And then we couldn't figure out... I went to her house. It's like one of the few times I actually had a friend who played the same game as me. You had a political discussion the other day with a mod from the channel you used to frequent. Turns out they're a massive bigot and you no longer frequent that channel. Yeah. Politics. I think there's also too many people who talk politics who don't know what the fuck they're talking about and just make stuff worse. So, I don't want to be that guy. Battletoads. Save RF and Cyclone for 1.0. Yes. I don't know. I'm not a lore guy, Cyborg. I'm not a lore guy. So I don't know what ancients are? Oh, you never heard of this game? Precursors. Wait, what's this? What was this about? Why can't you dual wield spears? Good question. You should be able to. And then you can just run around like... like that? Oh no. That didn't look the right... I mean, it looks exactly the way I thought. Why can't you dual wield spears? Good question. You should be able to. And then you can just run around like... dual wielding spears. That's horrible. How much longer? It is 1 hour and 32 minutes. That would be a GIF emote. Oh, this music. Jamie! I know it's so late. Any percent bathhouse speedrun. I think... Is all a precursor? Oh no. Wait, what are you gonna do with that clip, Greg? Fuck, it's gonna end up on goddamn Exiled again. All of Greg's horrible clips of me always end up... Was it you? Wasn't it you? You start work in 30 minutes? Skip work, call in sick. Oh no. No, there was a series of really bad clips that ended up on Exile again, and they were all great clips. Yeah, a 1 hour Q&A, it's gonna be like 4 hours, you just know it, right? You made the, I know you didn't send it. I know you didn't send it. I'm pretty sure what those guys have is that they've got like a something that just like scrapes all the popular and popular-ish YouTube channels and Twitch channels, and then just like takes some latest clips and then makes money like that. Am I gonna cover your mortgage? I wish I could. Can barely cover my own. Said Egg. No, I can. Fob gun. When did fob gun become so big? I'd be surprised if we get patch notes. Yeah. Can I cover mine? Okay. You only showed it to Arrow. What did Arrow say? Oh no. God. Did Arrow see me in my weakest? Oh wait, can we play Path of Exile? I could just play the game. Okay, we can get countdown on stream. There we go. Bigger. 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 This guy's a size queen. Bigger. Can you see now? Perfect. All right. There we go. How long? 1 hour and 20 minutes. Do we need to make like a bingo or something? Stretch it more. Kermit Gape 00. I'll be right back. Just give me 1 minute. I'm back. You really hope we get Blight? Here's a link. Oh, did the link not work? Oh, Greg. Okay. I saw Miso. Miso had a cool bingo. Peepo cute. Can you link this nice bingo maker?
It's a mystery.
Oops.
Yo, Mr. Lolcohol! How are you doing? You wanna, can I link this nice bingo maker?
Big Man Jonesy, thanks for the follow.
Man, we hope you're doing well. Thank you for the 13 months. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
That is where you use create the bingo.
Thank you.
That's not this bingo, but that is how you the site.
Add board. Empty board. There we go. Holy. Wait.
Please add a timer on top of my camera so we'll know. I don't know.
Bye, Miso. You played a bit of Diablo New Season. One thing you're happy about is the PoE 2 at SA servers. Yes, dude, the ping was so bad. You've created a monster. Do we have Ass 11 yet? Why do we not? Greg, can you add Ass 11, please? Oh. Okay. What are we expecting? Oh, they've got pre-made ones. Mouse controller hot swap. Come on, we gotta get that. Why are they so tiny? I'm old. Make it bigger. What the fuck? How do you make this like not... Endgame rework. Hi, I'm Jonathan. How did Bing... I don't know, because of stalling. We all have to stall. I don't know how to make this bigger, though. Oi, get out of here. I do not consent to your cookie. What? What else are we thinking? Swords. Oh. Swords. Mouse and controller hot swap. Alright, what are we thinking? Breach. Oh yeah, there's definitely gonna be... GG takes an L? No, this is gonna be the biggest W of all time. Multiple reworked in-game mechanics. New class, yes. Well, new class goes with swords. Oh, yes. Genesis tree. 2 acts? I'd be surprised if we got new acts. You hope they won't nerf your build? I hope not. Tota! Swords and new class. Div cards. We need to have a short list. Let's add our... Towers. Towers are cool now. Middle square. What if we... Blight? Movement skills to break a random row. If we want to break a random row, we'd go well removed. MTX doesn't work on launch. Oh, currency. Secret ascendancy. Oh, this is my list of maybes. I would say new mechanic. No, but they didn't. They said they're not going to add new mechanics, right? Homo Omen. I would have to see like some kind of crafting rework. I think the crafting rework is going to be the breach tree. What? Scully is convinced this is going to be... This is going to be 1.0. I heard that they said that they're not going to add new mechanics until they've added the old ones. I don't know if that's true though. Official launch date 2025. Let's say end game update delayed. No, that's not gonna be a thing. New mobs. Oh, one of the features build is nerfed. Should we say life on tree? I'd be surprised if they added that. Atlas is definitely getting a rework. Arbiter of Ash, Ascension Method. ES nerf, yeah. I'll add both. What else? Fubgun banned. What did he do? What did Fubgun do? New bosses. I like new bosses seems. I mean, Breach, gem level nerfs. Blood Mage balance. Witch Hunter nerf? No, bow nerf. I don't really like these ones because they don't really announce this sort of thing. Oh, I get a fever and have to end stream. That should be in the middle. Evasion and deflect good again. Aren't they good? A new, I don't think they'll have new act. I'll be surprised if there's a new act. Saber, why do you keep logging into Clover Pit? New skills. Comet nerfs the ground. That's not how you spell ascendant. New act? How do they? I don't think new act. But then do they just go act 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and then end? Mage blood. Matland's waterway. I would say instead of new acts, I would say like campaign shortened or reworked somehow. Genesis tree, I think that's coming. There's gonna be 2 more acts. Easier way to cross the passive tree? Or like passive tree wormholes? Passive tree wormholes? Deleting Act 2. Finally, someone gets it. Adventure mode, never. Kermit Gabe, that's the best emote. I don't know why I can't see Ass 11. Atlas card? What must I do for Atlas? Atlas. Okay, a lot of you have said Atlas rework. Atlas tree. That's so vague. Atlas rework? Alright, hit me with some more. New uniques. I mean, there's gotta be new uniques. Tower rework? Okay, should we get more specific? Should we say... Wait, did my music end? Oh, Unreal Tournament, dude. Yes. Cock is dead. They killed my cock. Yep, Cock's getting a botched circumcision this league. 0.5. Death of Cock. Alright. Hello, Dick Fabric. So we haven't seen anyone adding challenges. Oh, challenges. I think they'll do that when 1.0 comes out. They said they don't want to do that before the full launch. Also, I do... Evicius, by the way... Evicius, I'm going to send a key to... Shadow has a friend who wants PoE. Oh, a div sync? New supporter packs. That could be in the middle. Changes to MR. New maps. Oh. How do we do this? Okay, Okay, this is not chill, dude. We need some chill music. Okay, this is kind of chill. How outrageous? Guitaraholic, you spoiled it, right? Actually, this is good. Cough break. Another mount, not just a rower. Bigger maps. What's your outrageous idea? Oh, wait, this broke, sorry. Life on tree, we've got that. Skill effect. It's Unreal Tournament. Yes. Oh, Joshua, thank you for the £5. Thank you. That's a lot of money in South Africa. I give you a heart. I hope you're excited. We're an hour and 15 minutes away. Nerfing every class into the ground? No. Celestial Herald. New Timeless Jewel? Oh, this is our short list. Plus level. I'm also so pumped. I can't wait for this. It's gonna be good. New Timeless Jewel. New Ascendancy's Tota. Delve, but it's Wildwood tile themed. You're right. Delve, but up. Oh shit, this music is rad. Wait, I gotta turn off the light. Ow. We need Blight. I'll add Blight. Plus levels removed. It's Splatoon gameplay. Bloodlines. Bloodlines? I don't think they'll add Bloodlines yet. Bloodlines? Oh, hell yeah. This is like Rave Nation in here. Crafting bench. Crafting bench? Would they do that? Nerfed pancakes, what's up? Big Mad, Jonesy, and Leo Gun, thanks for the follow. Scours, they'll never add Scours. What is Delve like in PoE 1? It's like an infinite downward dungeon almost. It's very cool. Forbidden Exile, how you doing? D4 got Scours before PoE did. Before PoE 2 did, yeah. Crafting bench. Dude, can we dream? Can we dream? Charms reworked. I kind of like that. Six charm slots. Righteous Fire. Yeah, no, Jonathan does like his nerfs. Blessings to upgrade uniques. Oh yeah, we must say new uniques. Maybe Mage Blood? Ground loot buff. Isn't ground loot in PoE 2 fine now? Somewhere between Blight, but it's Delve. Mega Blood incoming. What else we got? Charm rework. Wait, what about a death log? Death log. On death effect removed from enemies. Tuning forks. We could, I don't know, Act 5. I mean, a few of you have said Act 5. I don't think it'll happen, but we can add it. Temple snaking gets adjusted. Currency. In the endgame, it's fine, though. Apparently, we're having a rave now. I didn't realize this game had, like, 90s rave music in it. I'm kind of into it, though. Okay. Yeah, like a div sync. Should we say like currency sync? Because a few of you guys have suggested that. I think it's a good one. I agree, Flexi. You're probably right about that. What else? Waifu character skins. That's only on the Chinese client. Rarity rework? I think rarity reworks may be a good one. Yeah, without meta crafting, I don't know. But the thing is, crafting bench, these two kind of... Because they went with omens, man. Oh, it's getting cold. It's getting cold. Nem 3. Oh god, my hands. Div cards? We can add div cards to the shortlist. Enshittification of Comb's legacy by virtue of the destabilization of Comb's heart value due to the fact that it removes spirit as a mechanic completely. Put it in the middle. All in. No, I won't be taking questions. They're gonna okay, this music's a little bit too intense for me. Just... It's a little bit too hectic. Oh, that's better. Ah, yes. Trial of Sakumas. Do you think it will rework movement if it's going to be smoother and so? I think what do you think needs reworking with the movement? Hades music is excellent. Arena style mechanic? I wish they would. What I would love is rare mob modifier rework. That's what I want. But it won't happen. What would an arena style mechanic be? Heroes of Might and Magic music's good. Clunky? I think the PoE 2 movement is brilliant. Except for like when you run into like a stone. How is the new HOM? I got distracted after like an hour and then played PoE 2 and had a great time. The Abyss rares. Oh, I wonder if those get tuned down. Loki hoping Tane Octavius gets a return. He was cool. I did ADD it, but it was because Crimson was in my chat talking about PoE 2. We saw Lunaris Solaris on the... Ooh. Oh, wrong one. Wrong Octavian. New trials. Plus, should we say like gem level? Reworked, removed. Oh, no, this is D2. You can't dash and feel faster in PoE 2. You can dodge roll, but the thing is, it's the lack of movement skills. If you play PoE 1 without movement skills, it kind of feels the same. But it's the lack of movement skills that makes it feel so much slower in comparison. Oh, you're playing D2. Alright. Metamorph was much cooler. Yeah, it was horrible on release, right? Item tier drop reworked. Huh. Instead of general rework, you can see them framing it more as base power. Yeah. I would love like a passive tree rework, but I don't think they'll do that until all the classes are out. Because I think the PoE tree... I want to show you how different the trees are in this game. I know you guys people hate it when it's like, don't compare the two games. They're completely different. They're completely different. That's why they all have items and skills and the same passive tree and ascendancies, but they're completely different. Just like, look. If we go Ranger, look at these first few nodes. 8% projectile speed, 8% attack speed, 10 dex. 20% projectile speed. 20% projectile damage, 20 dex. And then the next thing, 20% damage with bows, attack speed with bows, accuracy with bows, dot with bows. Here, 15% chance to pierce an enemy. 15% projectile damage. Attack speed, movement speed, crit chance. And then after this, it's like, shit, what's next? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points, and then you get your next notable. Do I have the 1.0 tree? Was it worse? PoE on Atlas boss comes back? Ooh, that'd be cool. Wait, they added an extra node here? Why? They added an extra point! That was so annoying that there's like a random extra point here. Why did they add an extra point? Oh god. Like, this feels so cursed. There's this just like extra hanging point. Just take this shit out and put it over here and make it 25%, and then you don't have to do this. He doesn't like... It's not about trillions of damage. It's about like... Don't worry, this is like a whole rabbit hole, but... This passive tree is a little bit poopy right now. Life add on the passive tree, we got that. Abyss crafting and hideout would be good. Yeah. Better movement between classes. Is there a dead rabbit in the hole? What, in the Kermit Gape? There's so much traveling between points of interest. Because here it's like, oh, here's some life. Here's crit chance, elemental damage, resistance. Next point, life. It's like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And here it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The wrong design? It's the same in PoE 1. You can't put all supports everywhere. It was definitely a mistake that they... Wait, they closed down PoE 1 servers? Oh no. The Infinite Atlas become more like a tile that has walls around and has the citadels in it. Then you can move to the next tile over. Yeah. I think it's gonna be something like that. Where it's got like a, you work your way in. But then there might be an Infinite Atlas outside it, or maybe we work our way out. Yeah, no, there's currently too much. There's currently too much cannot be used with, or like. Termite, thank you for the 12 months. Thank you for the 12 months. This time, let's play 5 hours of Dota. Let's get addicted to Dota right before the launch. When did they add this extra point? That's so annoying. Why? Yeah, it'll get there. It'll get there. I do play Dota. 22 days, it's wonderful. I'm like the only person who's happy about the delay. Because trying to put out guides and everything in that week between the announcement and launch is fucking horrible. It's too much. But now I have time to spread it out. Citadels, I think it's gonna make sense. Oh, you're busy both weekends? You'd love to watch me play Dota 2, really? I'm pretty bad. What build? Oh no, I was just looking at the passive trees. I wasn't really working on a build. I was just showing how these, like, 30 accuracy, 10% accuracy rating. That's not notable. That's not notable. This is notable. Accuracy rating, attack speed, damage with bows, damage over time. This, 30 accuracy, 10% accuracy. Oh, Dota? Shoot, no, well, we have South African servers. I play Dota EU, though, with my friends. And it's fine. 33% increased damage with hits against enemies affected by elemental ailments. Can't it just be 33% increased elemental damage? The notable trade-offs, what's make it fun? Thing is, there's not enough on them. Because all these notables have like 2 or 3 lines of text, and these ones often have like 1. Is there a single notable that has 1 line of text? Okay, like that. Crit multi. But here, attack speed, 100 accuracy rating, 20% accuracy. Huh. Infusions changed again? How long do we have? 58 minutes, yes. Starlink. No, Starlink is like stupidly expensive. The ping's fine. We have a lot of local servers like Dota, Counter-Strike, Valorant, PoE. We all have servers for those. And Dota you can play with ping. And PoE you can play with ping. Infusions. Okay, we gotta finish our thing. We have 4 more. Armor buff? Armor buff? Does armor need buffing? Yeah. Maybe it's easier. I'm not too worried about that. Like, I think the passive tree will get sorted out at a later stage. Armor is pretty good, yeah. Ruthless. What about traps? Traps and mines. Scion and swords. We've got swords here. Let's say sword and duelist or gladiator. Traps and mine. Chaos Monk meta. Evasion deflects feels like the weakest. Builder spender skills change. Do we have those? Okay. Let's see, what else do we have? Visual clarity. Abyss goes core instantly. This feels a bit out of date. Yeah. Exactly. Whereas PoE, the feeling you get when you're playing PoE 1, when you're like build crafting, is oh, I could go like up here and like, I don't know, just like as an example, but then it's, you think, oh, I could go down here and grab like this and like go down here and grab that, or I could like go up here and like get this and this, and then you can like compare. Whereas PoE 2 currently feels like, okay, get that, get that, get that, get that, crit, and then you're like level 75 and you think, fuck, okay, what do I get now? Do the options make it fun? Yes, that's a good thing though. Where you have to say like, oh man, this is really good. If I get this, I can get that. But if I instead go like this, then I can get that. And that's also really good for like a different reason. This isn't like an actual build, but it's just an example. That should always be the feeling where you're trying to decide. Same with your ascendancy, where it's like, man, I want this and I want that and I want this and this, but if I do that, then I can't have this, so I'll take that, but I'll drop that. Or wait, no, I also want that, so I'll drop that. But then I'm going to be squishy, so maybe I must get that. But then I want to buff my flask, so it'll get to that stage. The notables are not notable. Like, this is the one I keep showing. It's like, that's a notable, man. That is notable. This travel node would be a good notable in PoE 2. This travel node is like a notable. Look at this travel node. What the fuck? 15% damage with bows, 20% crit chance, 50% damage over time. That's a travel node. And then this is a notable. That's why what I want more than anything is passive tree rework, please. Feels the same with ascendancies? Hulking form. Ailment rework. What's hulking form? I know. Will there be a proper bleed build? Hulking smash. Yeah, I agree. I hope it, I'm sure it'll get better. But right now it's kind of a little bit poo. Because there's too many choices. Yes, yeah, exactly. That's the feeling. Like PoE 1, you struggle with your ascendancy choice because you want it all. And that's how it should be. You should be like, I want all of this shit, but I can't have all of it. So I have to pick. Whereas the feeling I often get here is, it's either, oh, I want this. This is good, so therefore I have to take that. Or sometimes it's, I mean, it's better now. In 1.0 it was really bad. It's better now. But sometimes you get that feeling of like, oh, this is really good and that's really good and this is really good. But like, I guess I'll take that. Yeah. Well, it needs to be generic. It needs to be generic so it's flexible rather than like hyper-specific, right? Because if you look at something like, I don't know, the popular ascendancies are the very generic ones. Witch Hunters. Well, yeah. Blood Witch. Blood Witch is a really good generic one. And it's very popular. Because it's like, spell damage leeches life. Base crit This can be applied to a lot of stuff. Crit per life, that can be applied to a lot of stuff. Max life applied to ES. This is why this is so popular. Oh, Titan is hulking form. Oh, that one. Yeah, yeah. Like, this is a good notable. I mean, this is a good one. Every second slam skill you use yourself is ancestry boosted. What's this? Oh. What's this? Who's that? Those thighs on Bloodwitch. Yeah, I think you can do more with the generic ones. I think it's the like very specific stuff. I'd probably say I like grenades the most at the moment. This is Tyrael. Wait, wrong game. This is kind of generic. Amazon's, I don't know, we'll see. You got bored with nades? I love my nades. Now, who is this? This is very cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, exactly. Like, hulking form's a good example of... Hulking form's a good example of, I want this good thing, but I have to get this shit thing first. I mean, this is nice, but you wouldn't take it if you didn't have to, right? Oh, wait, is this Innocence? Coming to destroy the land. Hmm. It's gonna be live on Twitch. It's gonna be live on Twitch. Get the Chaos Orb Twitch badge? I don't think so. I don't know, how do you get that? Why does this have to start so late? I'm old. GGG, please. Very cool. Okay, what's our last three? We've got two more. Why is yeah, where's Innocence? Is that a spear? That's a halberd. That is a halberd from heaven. Ooh. True. This is a halberd.
You know, my friend, I would absolutely agree with you that the halberd is the perfect weapon, and in my opinion, I love it. This is actually, among all things, my favorite weapon. Unfortunately, history is not so kind when you have a favorite, because usually, when you develop a really awesome weapon, someone is going to come along and counter it. The issue with the halberd is that although they were fantastic against being able to ward off enemies, although they were fantastic against being able to hit an opponent and break through armor,
That's what this is.
they were great as tools
That's
to
a
be able to
two-handed
go
axe.
against cavalry, infantry, and everything as a kind of jack of all trades. They simultaneously weren't able to do the best at everything. And therein lies a little bit of the counter problem. Because what would end up happening is that as time went on, pole arms became bigger. And as it happens, if you have a good anti-armor weapon that you can hit an opponent that's right here in front of you, what happens when now the opponent
I will get
is able
snarled.
to hit you from another 3, 4, 5 feet away and you can't reach them? It really gets to a point where the halberd just gets outranged and outclassed. You know, my friend, I would absolutely
Talking of
agree with you
tries
that-
a new haircut? Does he have a new haircut? 780 people.
I don't do it
Oh!
in my shower. This hair plus a jacket will give you a lot of style. Should I go put on like a sports coat, guys? Guild Wars Reforged or D2 Resurrected? I have not played
How do you...
Guild Wars Reforged, but I have played D2 Resurrected. It was pretty fun. Talkative triceps. Eventually, maybe. Have I ever considered going full-time content creation? I have many times, but I have a family and I needed to buy healthcare in the US, and that costs a lot of money. If YouTube or Twitch provided healthcare, 100%, I'd give it a go, but they don't, and my real job does. So I work a real job.
Gotta lick the fingers first.
Is Triceratops watching? He is.
Oh, Dr. Firepants!
I do not have a new haircut, Lolcohol. How you doing, man?
Guitaraholic told me to tell you I like
Did I
your
see the new Twitter
haircut.
background? Bow, wow, 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 wow. No, I haven't.
Thank you for the sub,
The new
Dr.
Twitter
Firepants. The middle path?
Oh my goodness!
What?
What?
What do you see? Oh.
What is that? This is the Path of Exile new Twitter background.
Goddamn, I don't react hard enough to stuff. I was just like, oh cool, that's the Hellbird. Okay. I need to get good at streaming. Quickly. Chris Wilson has vanished. He's been gone for 3 years. I don't know if this is sin. React harder, streamer. Porpa spin. Thanks, Flaxy. Is the Twitch stream live yet? The Path of Exile? Oh, they're live. Oh my god, guys, it's happening. Hit them with a login. Quick! You did, I saw that. Templar and Flails. Marauder and Axes and Hellbirds. You see if you can find that summoner? Left. It's gonna be left. But then you're gonna need a fourth way. Oh, this is cool. This is very cool. Okay, should we just raw dog this and just sit here in silence and watch the countdown for the next 42 minutes and 46 seconds? It's impossible? Why? I mean, I never even fill these out, really. Play. Add some skill? Maybe, I wouldn't be surprised if they added that. Some kind of like skill reworks. Okay, I'm gonna go make some tea before my voice dies, okay? I'll be right back. Give me a couple of minutes, I'll be RB. I'm back. Hello. How we doing? 36 minutes. W lame. We're just gonna be hyped. Get hyped about everything. Oh, an overlay. Do you think that adds? Oh wait. Not left or down? No. You did your job? What was your job? Danny Pond. How's the viewers going? Damn, look at this dead rabbit. Who's he streaming with? Gazzy and Karn? Oh, he's stepping up in the world. Dead rabbit's moving up in the world. Should we find a friend to collaborate with? Crimson. I miss Dead Rabbit. I loved it. We had so many fun streams with Dead Rabbit and Crimson and those guys the last few days. Or like the last week or so. It was great. Jazarus, Kaltorak, Lakati, Anime Princess, Invector's even streaming, Captain Lance, Steel Mage. Everyone's up. I fucking lost. Nar. I love people subbing to PoE. That's so cool. Pissed off some COD sweats and made them lose their 29 win streak. Oh no. Alright, what do we do for the next 34 minutes? What is this? Please be a rework skill tree. Oh, the PoE 0.9 skill tree. Wow. Look how sparse it was. Holy shit, look at this. Sir Gog. We're gonna do a podcast with him on Saturday. Yeah, a little tiny baby sapling of a tree. So cute. So yeah, this is why I'm not worried about PoE 2. Because it started out small as well. This one didn't even have a notable on it. Oh god, this is very PoE 2. Movement speed. This looks... What the wait, no, is this... This wasn't the PoE... What? Is this the PoE 2 tree? It even has the weird curves and shit. What the fuck? This is the PoE 1, but it looks and feels like the PoE 2 tree. It's the same... What? Why is there this random dexterity node here? Nebby, how you doing? It has Scion? Scion didn't exist at this stage. Wow. This is so funny that it went from like... It went from this to this, and then this is basically just this, but bigger. It even has the weird curves and shit. Oh, this has life. Mana, 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 life, 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 life. It's completely natural, that's true. To curve a bit. Stacking life was the only way to survive and finish the campaign. It was brutal. Back when there was like 4 difficulties. Wow, this is so cool. It'll get there. I don't even think it'll take that long. Point blank archer. In PoE 1? In PoE 2, spells are really strong. Nerf Frostwolf. I feel like Frostwolf's in a pretty good spot. Ew, what the fuck is this? Ew, what the shit? 2% increased physical damage with claws? 2? What is Soul Raker in 2026? Wait, Soul Raker is gone? Isn't Soul Raker still here? Two? What the fuck? Ew. Removes all armor, removes all energy shield, 20% chance to dodge attacks. What the fucking... What is this? 2% of physical damage from attacks leech back as mana. Oh! Armed Rhino! Thank you for
Is this a new skill tree?
Yeah, it's a new skill tree. Thank you for the 3-month sub. Converts all energy shield to mana. Wow, look how much it's evolved. Divine Toughness, 18% max life. Curse you cast never expire. That's Hexmaster. No, this is a PoE 0.96 skill tree from like probably 15 years ago, but it is hilariously similar to the existing PoE 2 tree. Huh. Cannot be stunned, cannot evade enemy attacks. That's the same. What here is the same? Armor Master. Ignore movement Wow. This used to be a keystone. So they changed it up where now all keystones have a major downside and a major upside. Whereas back here, it was just like... Some of them were just... This one's just a bit of an anomaly, right? Ignore all movement penalties from armor. Which is now just... this. Over here. Okay, what else do we have? New PoE 2 tree leaked. Enemies cannot leech mana from you. Hello, Yorichi. How you doing? I'm doing well. I'm excited. 0 out of 8. Can I just type in like stuff like that? Oh, you can. Ah, Mind Over Matter was down here. What? Now it's all the way up here. Huh, that moved. This is like old PoE 1 trees. But it's interesting to see the evolution of it. Like, look how jacked this... What the fuck? This one is so drunk. Oh, and that's when they added Scion. Wow. I played the game when this tree existed. That's crazy. And there were no ascendancies back then? Wow, this is so cool seeing how this evolved. This is totally different. Heartseeker, 40% crit multi. It looks so janky, right? How did it look by 2.0? Let's see. This is what it looked by 2.0? Pissing you off. I mean, look how much it's evolved. That's why this, like anything we're seeing here, in 5 years' time, I think in 5 years' time, this is going to be unrecognizable. Probably in 3 years' time. When did 2.0 come out? Because this is a 2.0 tree. Let's look at 1.0, 2.0. I think 3.0 is going to start looking modern. So here's our game launches. Here's 2.0. Almost recognizable. 3.0. This now looks like a passive skill tree. Godro, what's up? This is now almost recognizable. 2.0? Would they know Ascendancy's in 2.0? Okay. So 1.0 came out in 2013. 2.0 was like not even 2 years later. And that was with... Oh, and then Ascendancies came out after that. I'm doing well, Smoke. How you doing? Aha, and this is the modern tree. This is the more modern tree. And then 3.0 came out. Wow. This is so sparse, man. March 2013. That was when beta came, right? I think there will be a new class. 24 minutes. And 3.28. And here's the fully modern tree. Wow. From this 0.9. Can we check out the 0.9 tree? No. 0.9.5? Okay, 0.9.6 is... Wow. A juicy update. I think it's going to be huge. Melee totems in PoE 1, I doubt it. So we went from this to this to this to this. I can't believe that this looks so tiny now. To this, to this, to this. I'm ready to receive the announcement today. I think we might have seen this. Oh yeah, I tried to do this earlier and I hurt my back. And I think You slept 5 minutes ago. You're the friend Shadow Man. Oh, you're welcome. You can say thanks to Evicius, Shinkun. I don't know if we'll get both. Maybe. I am getting old. I can try. I can't get my legs straight. I can get them up, but not straight. My hamstring flexibility is not quite there. You have to be like a contortionist. I haven't, Thorius. Oh yeah, before launch it wasn't free. You had to get a key, right? The Atlas is gonna be so exciting. You can be physically active and incapable of doing this. This is some like advanced flexibility. Wizard and gun. No? Elden Ring theme wallpaper? Oh, yeah. No, I didn't see that. None of stretching? Can you fold in half with your legs straight up? Yeah, you can cheat. I can... Kryles.
Kinetic has been my all-time fave build.
Oh, thanks
Thanks.
you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thanks for the Prime sub for 3 months, Kryles. You do that all the time? I guarantee. How many people in chat can touch their toes while standing straight with their back straight? Like, touch your toes like that. But I don't want to show you my ass by mistake. Can you touch your toes? No, I'm not twerking. I'm not twerking. You can? You twerking? What the fuck? You can't touch them if you bend over. Oh, no. Oh, no, this is turning into a dead rabbit tree. Not with your legs super straight. Yeah, and this is like... This is the advanced version. Your fitness coach made you do this every day. Really? Okay, I must make jokes about it. Must make jokes about it. But then you're very flexible. Thumbnail is all gazzy? No, I didn't. Yeah, I don't think you meant it. Oh, you do tennis. Okay, fair enough. Yes. Rise, I love that, dude. No. That's an edited photo. Oh yeah, that's what this? This is real. But then someone turned it into this. I think I also don't know if this one is edited. I don't think this is edited. This one's so fun. Your strengths have KF Ward for the next PoE 1 league? Next league, maybe. Although I think I'm done. I had a breakup with Kinetic Fuse Lot after it was stolen from me. No, it wasn't stolen. The Quinn one, I think the Quinn one is unedited. Ah, 18 minutes. Why can't I watch it in 2K? Can I make you bending over my profile picture on Twitch? No. Alright, how much are we talking? Starting bid $5. Yeah, Rise is big. How about LinkedIn? You can use it for your LinkedIn. Ultra Heroic, $10? Okay. Alright, we got $10. 11? Alright, it's going. Yorichi is stuck at 5. Ass 11. That's what I'm bidding. Alright, we don't need this anymore. Fix endgame. Yes, that's the plan. They should be fixing it. Dead Rabbit! Arrow! Crimson! Targetive try! All I want this league is for everyone who doesn't like this game to like it now. They will break 6 things trying to fix 15. You got to meet Alliance after TI3. Admiral Bulldog S4. All those guys. Lord Shinkun, thanks for the follow. Who was Alliance? Admiral Bulldog S4. What was the other guy's name? I remember what the one guy looked like with the hoodie or the beanie. He always wore a beanie. Ah, the good old days. These last, I know, it's been so long. It's been so long. Oh, dude. Okay. Subtract him? Is Subtract him live? Where? Oh. Subtract. Oh wait, these guys are hanging out? Oh god, I'm getting so left out. The FOMO.
100% be asked by Ziggy D. Like that's just gonna be asked by Ziggy D.
True.
Okay, now let them do their thing. They're doing their podcast thing. I'm just itching. I'm just itching. Give me the fucking patch, man. You always get right off your reach maps. No, that's pretty normal. We'll see once the new endgame happens. It might hook you. Emotional damage. Why is the thing not working? You got scammed. Podcast. Longest 15 minutes of my life. Come on. Please. Please. Oh, Vanitas. Thank you for the follow. Subtract him? I hardly know him. You're thirsty for some duelist ass like piety over here? Oh boy. I'm hoping we get swords. I would prefer traps over swords. Where are the anti-sweat? Yeah, we need anti-sweat, man. Oh, are you Vanitas, Yorichi? Ham beans! Thanks for the follow. Thanks for the sub, Ham beans. And thanks for the follow, Synapse Jumper. Why is it not? Oh! Okay, wait. Maybe I should... If I run an ad now, then we won't get ads, right? I'm gonna run an ad now so we don't get one during the live stream. Subtract him? Yeah, no, he's... Have we heard anything from Subtract him? I think he was live the other day. I didn't! When she did nothing, she never does anything. She's just there for moral support. Dreamcore doesn't really stream. Does he even have a Twitch? I think he does have a Twitch, but I don't think he's streamed before. Thank you. Wait, he was talking about an alternative to PoB with monthly subscriptions. What? Was that a thing? There's no way. Subtract him? When was he last live? One of our fallen warriors. Oh, he played some of Gauntlet. Regretting spending so much time playing games and encouraging everyone to go outside and do stuff. I understand that. I have no regrets though. I'll never regret that. What's everyone's deepest regret? Other than not investing in Bitcoin. Living? Yeah, nothing you can do about that. Buzzard! Thank you for the Prime sub. Thank you, Buzzard, for the Prime sub. Everyone getting excited? You should approach the house when you were 3. Oh, almost 10 minutes. Exactly. Outside wants to kill you. Exactly. Especially the wildlife and the people. How many of the OBG streamers? I'm pretty sure we made a list in the past. Okay, who are the OGs? It started out with like Crip, but Fallen Brethren. It's Yoji, Badger, Lifting Nerdbro, Grimro. Fuck, dude. Grimro, MB Extreme. I need to sneeze 1 sec.
Hey, smiley face emoji.
Hey, smiley face emoji. Oh, thank you for the 22-month isomorphin. How you doing? I mean, is Yusa still going? Tarky. Makes you feel like you might get Act 5, you think so? Why did the PoE player fail his relationship interview? Because every time someone said commitment, he said softcore or hardcore. Only softcore for me. I need to blow my nose after that sneeze. Sorry, I'm still actually a bit sick. Pie by Pie. Is Pie by Pie still going? Fallen Brethren. I don't want to become one of these people. Subtract them. No, Lifting Nerdbro is not going anymore. Demi? Who's? Oh, Demi. Oh, yeah. Demi sometimes hangs out in this chat, which is freaking cool. Because, like, the reason I got into crafting is because of him. How long do we have? 8 minutes, guys. Okay. Is K's done? Man, Sniz, dude. The absolute goats. I don't know, they got a job or something. Path of Math. Yes. I think I will get some Yorichi. Grimro? Yo, what is up, guys? Grim here. The legendary. I can't believe I forgot Path of Math. I don't know. Grim, he's gone. Who else have we lost along the way? So many fallen brethren. So many good ones gone. Cat. What's Catmaster? Catmaster's also gone. Sniz, the absolute goat. Catmaster? Some people just like fade and you don't see them for a while and you're like, shit, what happened to that guy? And then they just they haven't uploaded for a Big Ducks. No, Big Ducks is still going, but yeah. I think he quit his job like at the start of one of the worst patches ever. This is sad. This list is making me sad. Meow. How are you doing, Afro? Subtractum's not back, no. Engineering Eternity. Yeah, I was thinking about him. Elon. He didn't have a count. Valina. She still streams? Right? Right? I saw her live. She's live right now. She's still here. She's still going. D. Clara. Who's that? Oh, DC Lara. Holy shit. I remember her. Whoa. 7 years ago? 6 minutes. Octavian. I guess he kind of counts. But he's still within the ethosphere. That's not a word. You know what I mean. Make a happy list of my favorite streamers. Okay. Favorite streamers. 1. Hassan Pike. I'm just joking. Omicid GG. Arrow. Dead Rabbit. Kitten Cat Noodles. True. Kitten Cat Noodle, but she... Oh, MP? Empyrean? Goat for YouTube content. Oh yeah, myself. Otherwise, why would I be doing it? Ziz Gazzy. This is my favorite. Talkative Try. I do like Talkative Try. What? Oh, Ghost Dragon.
Pro2 hype.
Pro2 hype. Thank you, Ghost Dragon. Yes, she does work there as a writer now, right? Steel Mage, Captain Lance. There's so many cool people. I was thinking about who I actually like sit down and watch. Travik. I love like the Miso and all those guys. Sir Gog. There's so many. There's like people that I love on YouTube. Like I'd say like MP. This who I watch. What a bad list. 0 should be Lolcohol. Joab the Harmless. Thank you for the follow. Palsteron Pox. There's so many good ones. I can't even make a list. Captain Lance is great. Pox is great. Oh, I love Mr. Llama. Mr. Llama? Actually, wait. Can I pee quickly? We have 3 minutes. I need to pee quickly. I'll be up. I'm back. How do people make money off of PoE? The views? It's pretty rough. But you can do it. You can do it. You have your great audience. You keep your job for 5 years. You get a side hustle at a guide writing site. Or you just twerk on stream for 5 gifted subs. 1 sub is 1 twerk. 1 minute, guys. I'm gonna run 1 ad. It's gonna be 1 minute. Last ad, promise. Just so it doesn't hit when it starts. It will be done before it starts. Moment of truth. Oh, my lighting is cray-cray. Okay. Let's just move this. Okay, YouTube, catch you guys on the other side. I'm also gonna mute all notifications. And there we go. Ads don't even work there. We survived. Where do I go? Where do I sit? Do I go here or here? What's happening? Do I put the lights on or off? I feel off. Do we go off? It needs to be more intimate. Okay. Guys. Alright, let's count down. 10, 9, 8, 6, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Rogers, Game Director on Path of Exile 2, and welcome to GGG Live. We have a huge amount of stuff to share today, so it's going to be a good one. Twitch drops are enabled on today's livestream, so you'll be able to claim the Red Queen's font hideout decoration by following the instructions below. Okay, so with that out of the way, time to roll the trailer for Path of Exile 2, Return of the Ancients.
Here we go. This is gonna be epic.
Those in darkness once lay dormant, now return. Rise again. Behold, the first edict.
Dude, it's Attack on Titan. 30. Rites of the Nameless? Ritual reworked? Oh my god, they're doing it for all of them. Genesis tree crafting!
Become one.
The hair and the reap.
You are completely alone.
Expedition. Runes of Uldur. Ooh, a new league. Oh, Kulduran skills? Okay.
I remain loyal to the king.
Boats. Masters of the
like
Atlas.
it's your last.
Continue the search. See what you can find.
What? Atlas classes. What? We're getting bloodlines? Atlas abysses. What?
Listen, Now see how your story ends.
It looks so good. What the? New crafting bench? Oh. Was that a crafting bench? Spirit Walker Ascends. Oh! 40 uniques. Dude, was that a crafting bench?
To face us is to face oblivion.
Oh my god. Dude, I haven't been that hyped for an announcement for like years. What the fuck? Okay, doubters, try hate this game now.
So as you can see, there's just so much going on in Return of the Ancients, it's hard for even us to keep track of it all. Now, we promised that this one was going to revamp the endgame, and I'm very excited to talk about it. But first, we've got to talk about the League. So to do that, I'm going to hand things over to Mark.
Hi, I'm Mark Roberts,
Hi.
Game Director on Path of Exile. Now, for those of you who are new to
What did
Path of
chat
Exile,
say?
each time we release an update, we also release a new league. Not only do we have a new economy, but we also introduce new content through the campaign, which gives you a fresh play experience right from the start of the game, as well as new mechanics,
Nice shoes.
storylines, and in-game bosses.
You coming back? I told you.
In the
wanna come
Runes of
back.
Eldur League, you will encounter a man being attacked by the undead in Clearfell.
Okay.
After saving him, he introduces himself as Pharaoh, a young blacksmith trying to bring back the ancient art of Ezomite runesmithing. He has been collating his discoveries in a tome and is keen to show you how runesmithing works. By inscribing symbols on these ancient Ezomite remnants, you can create all manner of old magics. Unfortunately, on doing so, the corpses of the nearby undead are revived and infused with some of the latent power, making for a difficult fight.
This is going to be the longest 3 weeks of my life.
After defeating these monsters, Pharaoh realizes that runesmithing is a dangerous business, and he is going to need the help of someone a little more martially inclined to discover these secrets.
What?
He lends you his tome and asks that you note down anything you discover when you return to him. In each area in the Runes of Eldur League, you will find a remnant, and as you approach it, you will notice that some symbols are already present, and some are waiting for you to fill them in. Depending on which symbols are already present, you will have different options for which items you can create using this magic.
Is it going to be like you
For
can
example,
force a mod like
if
I
you combine
suggested?
Tempest and Lightning,
Okay.
you can create an Orb of Augmentation.
Wait, what? But can you... Is it going to get to where you can combine things to get a specific mod? Or...
But be careful. The symbols used to craft the items also empower the monsters around the remnant, who will be revived as undead to fight again with different properties depending on what runes you used. So, if you use a fire rune in your recipe, the monsters will be empowered with fire.
Okay.
Or if you use a moon rune, lunar beams will rain down as you fight the
Look,
monsters.
he's got a hammer. What is that? Is it... Oh. We have hammers already. Never mind. Verizium? What's Verizium?
After the fight, break the remnant to receive the item you crafted. As you get higher level, you will start to find remnants with more slots for more runes, allowing you to craft rarer items.
Okay.
As the number of slots increases though, more waves of monsters will be added, with each wave being empowered by more and more of the runes. And this can get pretty dicey, because some of the runes can have powerful effects.
Piranha's Crest to the side? Oh. Yeah, what is Verizium? Shipments? Okay.
Like the Oath rune, which will cause one monster to be nominated as a leader, spawning waves of minions. The leader itself will be invincible, but killing its minions will deal damage to it.
You're Beresian. But there has to be more to this, right?
Some recipes can get pretty large, requiring 6,
7,
7, or even 8 runes.
6, 7. He did it.
But don't worry, you won't have to remember them. Pharaoh's runecrafting book will record all the options, allowing you to simply pick which one you want to craft, given the existing runes that are already on the remnant.
I think I just killed Lily again.
To expand your knowledge and to allow you to craft more items, Pharaoh has asked that you keep an eye out for signs of runic magic around Rayclast.
So dumb, dude.
He wants to document anything you find in order to rediscover the secrets of Ezomite runesmiths of old. The first of these can be found in Ogham, and reveals to you an ancient secret, buried deep underground. The runic magic which the Ezomites believe to be their own is actually of Kalguran origin.
How good this looks, though. Wow.
Thousands of years ago, the Kalgurans came to Rayclast to find sources of verisium, a metal on which engraved runes allow control over reality.
Crafting bench? Crafting bench?
Pharaoh is determined to learn these ancient ways and gain mastery over them.
Please,
If you can bring him more verisium, he'll be able to use it to smith power into any armor, granting you runic ward. The power harnessed by the Kalgurans since ancient times.
What'd it do? What'd it do, though?
Runic ward is a new resource that protects you from death.
Oh.
Should you run out of life,
ward.
your runic ward will kick in, sustaining your body until your life can return. It effectively acts as an extra life pool. Of course, should you take enough damage to run out of that, you will still die. Every single piece of armor in the game can be upgraded this way.
Huh.
Even uniques.
Oh.
Some are just a strict upgrade, giving runic ward with no downside. Others are more extreme, sacrificing defenses to get a much larger amount of runic ward.
Okay.
There are even some that add new modifiers to uniques entirely, making them much more viable for higher level play. But the Kalgurans use runic ward for more than just a defense. It can also be used to power many other magics. Instead of using gems created from corruption, the Kalgurans used runes of power and fueled them with runic ward. Many of the options available from remnant crafting are new types of Kalguran skills that exclusively spend runic ward to wreak havoc. An example is Triskelion Cascade. Using it will cause your next spell to be triggered multiple times in a Triskelion pattern. You can use it with skills like Ice Nova that you cast from yourself,
Oh shit. Okay, so these are like ultra
or
supports.
with something you target at a distance, like Comet. There are also skills to modify existing effects using runic magic, like Frost Flame Nova. Using this skill on a pack of burning enemies will transform the Ignite into Frostfire, both burning them and building up freeze at the same time.
That looks so good. Wow.
You have basic buffs like Hollow Shell that guards all nearby allies, to more complicated mechanics like the Mark of Repulsion that creates a mark capable of pushing away all nearby enemies. Instead of spending mana, like skill gems do, all these skills cost runic ward.
So it's a trigger.
And unlike gems, they don't have a color.
Oh, okay.
This means that they don't care about attribute requirements, or what kind of weapon you use.
Amazing.
These skills are designed to be used on any class.
Amazing.
And so often interact with mechanics that apply across many characters.
Yes.
By
Huge
combining
W.
different runes together, the Kalgurans were able to support their runic abilities, and you can as well. There is also a set of runic supports that can be combined with regular skill gems in interesting ways. Concussive Runes allows
very
you to
cool.
add these concussive shockwaves to any skill that stuns. While Runic Infusion lets you spend ward to directly empower the damage on any skill. Now, there are other quests during the campaign too, that unlock even more interesting crafting methods. Buried deep in the jungle in Act 3, you can find the Mystic Refuge,
With the crafting bench?
containing even more secrets for Pharaoh to learn from.
Crafting bench? He's gonna...
Using this knowledge, he gains the ability
Ooh, no, fuck!
to reforge unique weapons.
Oh my god, was that just me?
With this technique, many low-level unique weapons can be upgraded to do significantly more damage.
Oh, that's cool.
Now,
Wow,
we've been able to
yes.
take a bunch of uniques that had interesting modifiers, but were not in-game viable, and give them a
Yes.
bit of a boost to get there. And it's not just low-level uniques. All Kalguran uniques are able to be runeforged this way too, and they can do some pretty interesting things. Like Searle's Grit, a new unique, which when runeforged can get one of several different outcomes. Now, there is still so much more that you can craft with remnants. There are also 100 new runes, as well as many other new crafting currencies.
100?
This is the runes of Eldur after all, and some of these runes have quite powerful effects.
But those are...
For example, this elemental conversion rune will convert all the existing mods on a non-unique weapon from one element to another.
That's so strong. And
Using
is
it, you could combine a weapon with all 3 elemental damage mods into a single element, making a weapon with massive amounts of cold damage.
And that just takes up one mod slot, or do they
There is
convert them
also
all?
a rune that lets you destroy your rune sockets to turn them into a dual socket on your item.
Wait, what?
And there are even crafting meta runes that can unlock new types of mods when used with regular crafting. For example, this rune of chronomancy will unlock a set of time-related mods to be crafted on your boots.
Time-related?
Once placed inside, use regular crafting orbs to attempt to get new mods like cooldown speed or increased skill effectuation. You can also create a new type of currency called alloys. Using regular metals alloyed with verisium, new modifiers not normally available can be directly crafted onto your items.
What? It's a crafting bench.
Using
but
imbued
orbs.
alloy could improve your ailment damage, for example.
It's a crafting bench.
There are honestly so many options here that unlock all sorts of crazy crafting projects. So I think people will be experimenting with these for a long time. Once you get to King's March in Act 4, Pharaoh finally
This guy
meets
looks so
Danik,
cool.
a real Kalguran runesmith. And riddled with excitement, he wants to learn how to merge modern Kalguran techniques with the ancient knowledge that he has found. From here on, Pharaoh joins in the Kalguran expeditions that Danik has been leading. With the ancient knowledge that Pharaoh brings to the table, the Kalguran expeditions that Danik has been going on will change significantly. For those of you who haven't played it, the Expedition League mechanic involves carefully placing explosives, uncovering the buried dead, and recovering verisium from them.
Expedition crafting
By
is in such
choosing
a
where
bad
to place
spot.
the explosives,
But now?
you can choose which kind of challenges you would like to face, or rewards you would like to claim. But unlike before, expeditions now contain the remnants from Runes of Eldur, allowing you to do some specific crafts along the way using the new League crafting mechanic.
Okay. And if you combine them in...
One very important difference from the simple remnant encounters, though, is that the empowerments that the remnants grant apply to every monster down the explosive line for the rest of the encounter, stacking together.
I mean, yeah.
This can lead to some pretty extreme situations. If you stack too many remnants, you might be in for a fight beyond your abilities.
And did they
but the
change the
rewards
expedition crafting?
can be very worth it. Each mod on the monster is improving the items that they can drop. Once you get to the endgame, you will find that the Atlas has changed substantially.
Yes.
To the south, you will now find the coastline of Rayclast, with the ocean beyond. King's March has not fared well after the Cataclysm, and lays in ruins. Rog's shop has been destroyed, but he is much more concerned about his wife, Gwenin. He would like to launch an expedition deep into the ocean to find her. And this begins a new major mechanic for expedition,
Rog and Gwenin are
exploring
married?
the ocean.
Ew.
Previously, a logbook was a single encounter. Now, using a logbook, you can send ships to explore an area of the ocean to the southeast,
I thought I had a chance with
uncovering
Rog,
a
so
range
damn
of islands to begin your search for Gwenin. You can hop from island to island, doing many new encounters. There are islands with expeditions, grand expeditions.
Okay.
New bosses, and all sorts of other unique things to find.
Dude, there's so much.
Eventually, you will find the island that Gwennen has been holed up on. It turns out that she has found the tomb of an ancient Kalguran, Medved. While she appreciates you coming to her rescue, she is still keen to blow open the doors of the vault and take whatever you can find inside. It's just a shame that Medved isn't as dead as you previously assumed.
He's back. Spoilers! I know, this really is spoilers, right? But I'm sure they're holding back, don't worry.
Now, after you have defeated Medved, you will find another logbook. And this time, you can use it to choose which direction you want to explore.
You thought the Wii was in the game?
The ocean is vast and contains a huge number of new islands to find.
Wow,
With
okay.
each logbook, you can explore one sector, and you can go as deep as you like.
And look on the right side. Oh my god, this is going to be so
there
addictive.
are all sorts of interesting objects to uncover and dungeons to explore.
It's like biomes of islands. It's actually
Many
makes
of the
sense
islands have
now.
expeditions with totally new mechanics.
Wow, look at that.
So for example, here is a volcanic island with voltaxic sulfite. Blowing up the sulfite will unleash extra waves of enemies.
Was that fishing?
But there is also this wall with a suspicious light coming from behind it.
What is it? Is
On
it Kermit
blowing it
Gig?
open, a giant ogre comes out, and he is determined to eat as much sulfite as possible. The more sulfite mounds that you have blown up, the more empowered and the more rewarding he will become.
Delve on the water, but that's just one direction.
These islands contain all sorts of little secrets that you can find and blow up. Free trapped wisps, blow open root doors, even raise ancient precursor technology.
This isn't the league mechanic, this is just
and of course,
a rework.
more bosses.
And then they
there
reworked
are more
all
and
of them.
further vaults to blow up, and one of them in particular is pretty important.
No, this isn't the league.
Tomb of Uhtred, the Star Drinker.
This is one of the 4 reworks. They have this for all of them. No, they have it for 5. For Abyss, Delirium, Expedition.
Uhtred was responsible for calling down the meteors of Verisium, which the Kalgurans used to power their ancient magic. And upon defeating him, he calls down a truly gigantic one into the ocean nearby.
Dude, this is so much.
On visiting it, you find that it is shrouded by a strange energy emanating from the Verisium core of the meteor within.
Okay, don't spoil
There is
it.
something growing in there, and it can't be anything good.
Is it in
In
my
order to gain
pants?
entry,
No.
Danik suggests that the Triskelion Flame, an ancient Kalguran artifact that can absorb and cancel the effects of Verisium magic, could be used to enter. But to find it, you will need to locate the Tomb of Olroth,
Yeah, this is a new
leader
game.
of the Knights of the Sun.
This is crazy. I'm just trying to think of, like, there's so much to do.
Defeat him and gain access to whatever eldritch nightmare is growing inside.
And this is like it's like 10%.
Now, we're not going to spoil the boss, but one thing you should know is that the Verisium that makes up the core of the meteor is of a quality that has not been available for millennia. Bringing this to Pharaoh and Danik should allow them to forge some objects of power.
What?
The creation of which has been lost to
What
time.
is that? Slow down. Oh.
So that's the League, and there is a lot going on. To sum all that up, there is a new
Okay, so
encounter
that's
with
the
over
League
30
mechanic,
new
right.
monster types
Sorry.
and over 30 new rune modifiers to enhance them. You can create more than 100 new runes to craft your gear, as well as dozens of other new currency items.
Oh my god. Dude, this
And
is such
there
a
are
good
new
league.
quests added to the campaign to unlock even more new crafting options. Rune forging armors.
With 3 sockets?
Upgrading uniques.
And then?
Dozens of new Kalguran skills and supports. Tons of new islands to discover by exploring the ocean. 5 new bosses, including a new pinnacle boss.
Shit, that's like a Zerg thing.
And a bunch of new uniques to top it off. But there is still a ton more to come. It's time to talk about the massive changes to the endgame. But for that, I'll hand it back to Jonathan.
Okay.
Now, as Mark hinted at before, the endgame atlas is very different now, and the ocean to the south is the least of the changes. The entire area around your starting location is now teeming with new questlines and things to discover. Will you investigate the strange forest to the west? The cracks in the earth to the east? Or perhaps visit the ruins of a Val city in the north? The atlas now has fixed points of interest at specific locations, giving you specific objectives that are easy to find.
Right.
Like before though, no matter which objective you choose, going to towers to see what's out there is always a good idea.
Towers!
The first time you do that though, something new happens. The earth shakes, and a gigantic fortress rises from the earth. A remnant of the ancient precursor civilization.
And there's a cutscene in-game? Oh, wow. Okay.
The cataclysm of the beast has caused an ancient protocol to be invoked. Should corruption ever take hold to this degree, the world must be scoured and purged of corruption. You will need to make your way into the fortress and activate the gates. Gain the keys to reach these ancient precursor weapons, and disarm them. But this will be no easy task.
Coward.
The fortress has many areas to explore and many new things to find.
Ooh, look at the new monsters.
You will power up ancient machines, fight new and deadly foes, discover many new areas,
They're making us wait 3 weeks for this. This is
and
going to be
uncover some
torture.
dark secrets. Now, the Fortress is the first of the new full endgame storylines that we're adding in 050, and there's a lot going on with it. But not only that, it has some pretty cool new mechanics as well. The areas inside the Fortress are special. Many of them have new mechanics or rewards that they grant. Like this map, where all the rares are contained in essence crystals.
Oh, okay.
Or this one, which replaces all monster packs in the area with strongboxes.
Monster's Treasure. And can you rerun that?
Or this one, which spawns an Ismeri spirit that always moves on from a rare after you kill it, allowing you to chase it through the entire map.
Holy shit. Dude, I don't know what's going on yet.
Now, just like the normal areas of the Atlas, you'll need to fight the map boss of each area to complete the map. But unlike a normal map, the ones in the fortress each contain precursor nodes after the boss, and activating these nodes will give you points for the new and improved Atlas passive tree.
You don't know what the fuck's going on either, yeah, Guitar Holly. Oh, look at the new Atlas passive tree. Look how cool.
Now, we had an
it
Atlas
looks.
passive tree before, but it was one of the areas of the endgame that just wasn't up to scratch. The Atlas tree now works quite a lot differently.
Uh-huh.
We have significantly upgraded the kind of mechanics that you can find on the Atlas tree. Like this one, that gives a chance to make rogue exiles you fight retreat from combat.
That's interesting. Wow, okay.
And move to an adjacent map. Before you fight them again, they'll upgrade their gear and come back with a grudge this time.
That's cool. That's
There are
very
also a lot of
clever.
nodes that combine mechanics together in new ways. Like this one, which lets Ismeri spirits possess strongboxes. All the regular monsters that come out of them are touched by the spirit, and the rares are all possessed, giving you some incredible loot potential.
I bet you an exalt drops. Okay. An exalt. Okay, that's right.
You get points from every single area you complete in the fortress.
287.
And unlike before, that means you can allocate the entire Atlas tree.
The whole
Yes,
thing?
this whole tree can be yours. This change is pretty important, since it allows us to be able to create many types of bonuses that we wouldn't have been able to create before.
The whole
Like
thing?
this one, which gives a chance for cities to be invaded by another faction, and can even allow it to contain 2 faction leaders, allowing you to get 2 crisis fragments.
Jamana.
If we'd done this kind of thing in the old tree, we would have wanted to spec into it before running a city map, then unspec out of it before running anything else. With full allocation, we can have cool bonuses like these.
I don't know what a faction
Now,
is.
obviously, we still want to make sure that you have choices that define your in-game Atlas build. So many nodes in the Atlas tree are now multi-choice. Everyone will get the node, but which bonus you choose to use is up to you.
Okay, that's clever.
Do you
Alright.
want your powerful boss maps to contain more essences, summoning circles, or rogue exiles? But there's also nodes that contain more unusual things. So for example, on this node you can choose. Do you want to give a chance for shrines to instead be given to the map boss in the area, making them more challenging but dropping special loot? Or would you rather give a chance to be given a shrine buff before entering boss arenas, making for an easier fight?
A chance.
Now, I could probably nerd out about cool stuff in the tree all day, but we should probably get back to the fortress. Now, one of the really important things we wanted to do was make it so that all the boss fights in the endgame are now accessible with a quest line.
Juicing's crazy.
That means that to fight the Arbiter of Ash for the first time, you don't need to get lucky by finding keys. They will be in fixed locations and there's a quest to get them.
There we go.
But the Arbiter of Ash is no longer the pinnacle of Path of Exile 2. For that, you'll need to travel into the very center of the fortress. An incredible challenge awaits you, should you choose to go there.
I will. Wow.
After the storyline, you still unlock keys for pinnacle bosses in the usual way, exploring the world and finding the keys required to get to them. But we have added a lot more interesting things to find out there as well. There are now all sorts of mechanics that can spawn on maps in the wilderness. For example, some maps might spawn as a rogue exile hunting ground, containing multiple rogue exiles who are there to hunt rare beasts. You might come upon them in the middle of a fight and be able to take out both of them. Or a map of champions that makes all the natural inhabitants of the area into magic monsters. Or this one that causes all shrines in the area to release as merry spirits when used.
And the Fog of War also looks darker, right?
Once you have explored and found your keys, you can return to fight the pinnacle and the fortress again.
He did say beasts,
but this
right?
version of him will be harder.
I also
and not
heard
only
that.
you will have new unique rewards as well.
Oh, such as?
Each time you fight him, you get the ability to activate one section of the fortress, and any maps that you didn't finish there will be automatically completed, giving you all the Atlas points. So if you're the type of player who doesn't want to explore the fortress, and instead just race out into the infinite Atlas, you still have a way to get all those points. So that's the Origins of Divinity storyline. It's a huge amount of new content with a ton of new areas, 5 new bosses,
These
including
new
a pinnacle,
areas are
with a bunch of new
beautiful.
unique items. But not only that, it also completely revamps the Atlas tree
31
and
points?
includes a ton of new map mechanics that you can find both inside and outside the fortress. But this is just one of the new storylines. So let's talk about the next one now, Masters of the Atlas. Now earlier we talked about how the multi-choice nodes in the tree allow you to still have an in-game Atlas build, but we didn't think that was quite enough. You have an Ascendancy class for your passive tree, why not an Ascendancy class for your Atlas tree? Well, that's where the Masters of the Atlas come in.
Obviously.
Throughout Rayclast are many opportunities for those with the skills to find them.
At Ascendancy
Atlas
for
Masters
your-
are willing to
What?
train you in these skills if you're able to help them in return. One such master is Jado, a member of the Order of the Jinn, an organization that secures powerful artifacts to prevent them from falling into the wrong hands. Jado will send you on missions to investigate strange occurrences on the Atlas and recover the artifacts causing them. And for each one you recover, he will gain more trust in you and teach you more ways of the Order of the Jinn.
That's factions,
At
right?
level 1, you could choose to massively increase the chance for rare and unique chests. Or make it so that all map bosses drop an additional unique item. Or make corrupted waystones have an additional modifier. But at the cost of making them send you to a totally unknown location.
Oh. This is the kind of thing that seems so obvious when they tell you about it, but I've never
Each mission
heard
you
anyone
complete for
suggest.
Jado will unlock another row of abilities.
As an idea.
And give you another point to allocate, letting you choose how you want to specialize. But there are other masters too. For example, Hilda. Hilda is a member of a guild of monster hunters. She will send you on missions to assassinate specific deadly creatures around Rayclast and harvest their parts. In exchange, she will teach you her monster hunting skills, like this one, which adds a 25% chance to upgrade any map boss to a powerful version. Or this one, which makes Asmerian spirits no longer possess rare monsters, making them go for the unique bosses in the area instead. You might notice that many of the effects on these are both upsides and downsides. So Hilda, for example, can make it so that you only get one attempt when fighting pinnacle bosses. But in exchange for that, they always drop 2 uniques.
Oh.
Because of that, we wanted it to be easy to swap between them depending on what you're doing. As you unlock each master, they will appear on the side of the screen. Simply click whichever one you want to use to run the map, and all the bonuses you have selected for that master will be activated.
The new waystones are cool as well.
This allows you to have a few different strategies that you can quickly pick between, depending on what you're running at the moment. Now, one thing that's been pretty obvious is that the endgame leagues we created when launching Early Access in 010 were not really up to the standard of the leagues we did since then. Fate of the Vaal and Rise of the Abyssal just have a lot more going on than Delirium or Expedition, for example. We wanted to do a serious upgrade to all of these mechanics before we do our 1.0 release, and so that's what we've done. All 4 of the leagues we launched in Early Access have been upgraded with not only new quest lines, but new mechanics, new crafting systems,
And new tree.
new uniques,
Ooh,
and new
look
pinnacle
at
bosses.
Daly. That looks cool.
One of the really important changes we made to all the leagues is that you can now find them on the Atlas in specific locations, and each one has a quest line that will lead you there to being able to complete the league, along with its Atlas tree and its pinnacle boss.
That is very cool.
This is true even for the leagues that we didn't do major redesigns to. So let's use Abyss as an example. When you first encounter one in the endgame, you'll get a quest that leads you to the east, where you will find these mega abyss cracks in the earth leading away from the Well of Souls. All the maps along the cracks will contain abysses with special properties, and mapping along these cracks will close the Atlas scale abysses, giving you points for the Abyss Atlas tree.
We get
At the end of each
now,
Atlas
right?
abyss, you'll find an Abyssal Depths, with the boss fight for one of the Abyssal factions, giving you a guaranteed way to fight them. And after completing all 3, you'll get a key for the Well of Souls, allowing you to fight the Vessel of Kulamak. This kind of thing makes an in-game league so much more friendly for new players,
It makes sense,
giving people
yeah.
obvious goals and a guided experience to complete them. Alright, so let's talk about the first of the upgraded leagues, Delirium, and its new storyline, The Hare and the Raven. As you may remember, during Act 4 you were tricked into releasing an ancient entity from a Karui prison known as Tangmazu, the Raven Trickster. Tangmazu delights in breaking the minds of those who step through his mirrors, and when touching one, he will attempt to destroy your mind with twisted abominations generated from your worst fears. In Return of the Ancients, the first time you approach one of his Delirium encounters in the endgame, you will find Elder Maddox locked in a trance.
Elder Maddox?
His mind is trapped in one of Tangmazu's delusions, and you will need to free him. Once free, Elder Maddox demands that as you caused this problem, you should put it right. He asks you to travel west to the Withered Willow, the location he believes that Tangmazu first gained his powers. But be careful. As you travel there, the Raven Trickster will attempt to break your mind. Each map around the Withered Willow features Delirium encounters. Now this is more than a simple quest upgrade. The mechanic of Delirium has been overhauled and expanded. At the bottom of the screen, there is now a bar that indicates how deep into Delirium you are. You can see which direction leads deeper by looking at the fog, and the deeper you go, the more challenges you will face. By looking at the bar, you can see how long you have until the Delirium ends. And you can also see special encounters that you will face if you're able to go deep enough into the fog. At the end of the bar is always the boss of the map, but we now have a variety of other encounters that you might find as you explore the horrors of your own mind. For example, you might encounter a purple mirror shard that when shattered will cause all the enemies to become more nightmarish. After hitting this, you'll notice the Delirium demons are enhanced, significantly more powerful, larger, and scarier in general, along with more rewards. Or should you encounter a red mirror shard, you'll be sent into the depths of your mind. And must escape it while fighting off hordes of your worst fears.
Oh no. It's this boss. This is
If
so
you are able to
sick.
do so, you will gain a powerful amulet with 2 instilled notables on it.
Ah,
Once you
that's
reach the
cool.
Withered Willow, Elder Maddox discovers that a shard of the mirror is missing. You will need to track down Tangmazu and restore it if you have a hope of discovering how to defeat him, and that means entering the Raven Trickster's mirrors in an attempt to locate him. Each area around the Withered Willow contains Delirium encounters, so that's a good place to start. As you do Deliriums, some of the special encounters will drop liquid emotions. Normally these emotions can be used to install amulets to add notable passive buffs to them.
What?
But in Return of the Ancients, emotions have a new function as well.
Oh.
Each one now has the ability to add crafted mods to jewels, allowing you to add specific mods to an item slot that can be quite difficult to roll. For example, Liquid Despair will allow you to add critical hit chance, while Liquid Suffering will allow you to add movement speed or Air of Effect to your jewels, but there are many more. Once you've done enough Delirium encounters, the location of a Grand Mirror, an entrance into Tangmazu's realm, is revealed, but it won't be that simple to enter. Using his powers, he reflects the map boss for a ridiculous empowered fight, then destroys the entrance into his realm of madness. In order to find him now, you'll need to let the insanity fully into your mind. A strange fruit is left behind which you can consume
Look at
to
these
fully embrace the
charms.
madness
Ooh.
in an attempt to reach the Raven Trickster's realm.
Oh my.
Consuming the fruit will cover an entire area of the Atlas in fog, and every map you do in the fog will get progressively harder and harder as you explore the deeper reaches of your mind. At some point, you enter a new layer. A simulacrum of your memories, twisted and perverted by the Raven Trickster.
And it's all on the Atlas, so it makes sense.
Should you be able to complete the simulacrum,
Ooh, this is
Tangmazu
new.
will believe that you are worthy of a true challenge. And will let you take the remaining shard of his mirror, allowing you to enter his realm of madness back at the Withered Willow. If you dare to face him, it will be a fearsome challenge.
It's like... what the fuck?
So, that's the new storyline of Delirium. As you can see, it's not only a quest line, there are new mechanics, new crafting options,
and a
new
tree,
boss fights.
right?
But one question you might have is, what happens after?
Yeah, what happens after? Do you just find...
Well, once you've completed the story, grand mirrors will start appearing on the Atlas sometimes after completing Delirium encounters. After doing the grand mirror, you can select where on the Atlas you want to do your fruit-induced drug trip and get another key to fight Tangmazu.
Excuse me?
But this time, the fight will be quite a bit harder.
Ooh.
And not only that, the fight will be able to drop a bunch of new uniques that were not available in the questline version.
So there's like an
We'll show some of those later. After doing a grand mirror, the decision of where to spread the fog can be important, because there are some potent emotions that only come from certain map bosses affected by Delirium this way. Like all emotions, they can craft special mods onto jewels, but these potent emotions can create mods that you can't get any other way.
Ancient
So for example,
Waystone? What's
potent
ancient?
liquid melancholy is an emotion that can only come from human bosses, and allows you to add a variety of on-hit effects.
Oh, I missed it.
Also, you might want to try instilling amulets with these emotions. They could have some interesting effects, with some powerful notables that do not normally exist on the tree. Like Storm's Rebuke, which makes armor break boost your cold and lightning damage. But also notables from a clearly deranged mind, like Calm's Blessing. This skill allows you to ancestrally boost fire spells after using a Warcry. How about using an ancestral Flame Blast?
Oh, Nikki?
Now, just like before, you can also upgrade the League by getting points for a dedicated Delirium Atlas tree. But this now works in a much better way and has much
36
cooler
points
effects.
instead of 8.
The maps in the Delirium area of the Atlas give you Delirium passive points for completing them, so it's easy to see how to progress.
I'm so glad this is my job,
Some nodes
dude.
will add new types of mirror shard encounters to your Deliriums. Like this one, which will pause the Delirium for some amount of time, allowing you to more easily get to higher depths. Or this one, which adds extra Delirium modifiers to monsters when you pick it up. There are also nodes that can add new types of drops, like this one, which modifies Simulacrum encounters to add special liquid emotions, which can craft time-lost jewels. And nodes that apply to the Atlas mechanics of the League, like this one, which causes the Grand Mirror to spread Delirium fog over a larger area of the Atlas, potentially containing multiple simulacrums. Alright, so that's the changes to Delirium.
And now?
The core mechanic now includes a bunch of new things to find, new monsters to kill, and has new mechanics on the Atlas. It also has new crafting system for jewels, and over 20 new unlockable notables for amulets. Not only that, but you have a new pinnacle boss with a bunch of new unique items, and a massively upgraded Atlas tree just for Delirium.
We're not even halfway through. This is just like...
But there's still a lot more to come,
Yeah, what
so
the
let's talk about
frick?
Breach next.
Oh my goodness gracious.
When you first do a Breach in the endgame, you will find Aelith, one of the Keepers of the Flame,
and this
an ancient order of monks
the
dedicated to
Breach
preventing
tree.
the Hiveborn from entering the world. As you seem to be a keen slayer of demons, Aelith would like to recruit you to the Order.
I'm quitting
and
my job
asks
for
that you
this.
travel to their monastery to the south.
Wait.
On the way there, you'll start to encounter more breaches, and will notice one of the first changes to the breach mechanic. You still have to kill monsters as fast as you can to keep the breach open, but now you can visibly see how much time you have left to keep it open, and how each kill extends its duration. Once you've reached the monastery, you will learn more about the Keepers.
Look how cool it looks at night.
In the 25 years since the events of Keepers of the Flame in Path of Exile 1, the war with the Hiveborn has not gone well, and they have managed to establish a foothold in the world nearby. A gigantic area has fallen to the Scourge, and the Keepers are unable to get inside. Inside the monastery is the Genesis Tree, a powerful asset to the war effort, stolen from the enemy and gifted to the Keepers by the Dreamer himself.
This looks bigger than the
Using
original.
the tree, Aelith could create a breach stone and penetrate the Hiveborn foothold.
A breach
But
stone?
without Hive Blood, the tree has withered. To get Hive Blood, you will need to take advantage of another new mechanic of breach. If you can keep the otherworldly portal open for long enough, the breach will stabilize and will enter a new phase. The Hiveborn will send their toughest miscreations to defeat you, and the breach will not close until you can annihilate them, dropping Hive Blood that you can use to restore the Genesis Tree.
Oh, they got womb gifts.
In some cases, you may even attract one of the deadliest foes the Hiveborn can offer, a Marshal of Zesht.
This guy's scary.
These monsters also drop womb gifts, and if you take these to the Genesis tree, they can be used to craft items to help you in the war against the Hiveborn.
Grows to an amulet, okay.
Given that 25 years have passed since the beginning of the war, the tree has grown and withered many times, but with each cycle, it learns and expands its abilities.
Yeah, this
When
is...
you first open the Genesis tree, you will notice these holes into which you can place your womb gifts.
That's so big.
Each womb gift can be used to create a different type of jewelry, and must be fertilized with hive blood.
Oh, so it's just jewelry. Good.
So
Okay.
for example, you can place this amulet womb gift into the tree, and it will give birth to a random rare amulet. But the Genesis tree is capable of much more. As you continue to feed the tree, its branches will regenerate, and allow you more and more control over what kind of items it will birth. So for example, this branch of the tree will allow you to control which base types of amulets can be birthed. And as you go deeper, it will even allow you to create new base types that you can't get anywhere else.
What the fuck?
Like this one, which gives you an entire spirit skill for free.
Ooh.
Or this one, which
And
has
you
a
don't
rune
need
socket
to
in it.
reserve? Oh.
To the left and right are branches that will let you control which mods the amulet can get, including making sure that they're higher level, or controlling which specific mods that they will always have. With 15 points to allocate, you will have to choose wisely how you want to specialize your crafts. But it's worth noting that this tree doesn't have any
Rings,
cost to respecking
belts
it.
as well.
You can enable or disable the nodes at any time by clicking on them.
Nice.
On rings, we've also added some really interesting new crafting options as well. You have a bunch of new base types like these, but you also have entire new classes of mods that can be added.
Percent max life?
The right-hand branch of the ring tree adds an entire new set of caster mods to rings. From basics like extra elemental damage for spells,
Whoa. Elemental damage to spells.
or more niche options like this mod that increases the rate you gain seals for Unleash.
Holy shit, dude. The amount of crafting.
And on the left-hand side, you can unlock an entire new set of mods for minion characters.
Gazzy.
This stuff is actually pretty important, because casters and minion builds didn't have as many slots with interesting item crafting compared to attack builds. The Genesis tree narrows that gap. There are also trees for belts and currency. I won't go over them too much here, but there are all sorts of goodies in these too, like being able to create new catalysts for jewels,
Attributes, fire, caster, energy shield, armor, evasion.
or a belt that gives lightning damage.
Ooh. Forking belt?
Once you've done enough breach encounters, you may finally get a womb gift capable of birthing a breach stone.
A breach stone. Oh.
And you can then use it on the Hiveborn incursion.
To do what? Oh my god, a breach.
Once used, the true extent of the Breach Demon's foothold becomes clear. They have not only transformed the land, but constructed huge sky hives as well. When you enter the outskirts of their realm, you will discover breach hives. Using the power of the Keepers of the Flame, these otherworldly structures can be burned away when walking through them. But for each one destroyed, more of the Hiveborn will attack when you attempt to purge the hive.
PoE 3. And there's still ritual.
These encounters are particularly rewarding for womb gifts, so you'll want to do as many of these as you can. But your real goal are the sky hives deeper into the domain.
By the way, the downside of this league is that loot filters have
These
been
twisted
removed
creations are
from the game.
securing the demon's entry into our world.
That's how they're balancing all of this.
Inside the very center are the Breach Lords Tool and Ash, and you'll need to defeat them if you want to get rid of the foothold once and for all. Now, once you've completed the questline version, there is still more to do. You will find other breach domains on the Atlas randomly in your travels. For each one, you will need to find a breach stone, destroy the sky hives, and defeat the Breach Lords.
This looks so good at PoE.
And doing these encounters is what will give you access to fight Zesht, the existing Breach Pinnacle boss, which you can access by communing with the Dreamer himself inside the monastery. While completing the questline for Breach, you will also be gaining points for the Breach Atlas tree, and there are a lot of cool new options here. This node will cause breach hives to spawn outside of the hiveborn domains on the Atlas. And this one will give Aelith additional abilities that you can use while attacking a hive. Like this one, which causes all hiveborn in the next wave to be magic, drastically increasing their difficulty in exchange for way more items. There are also nodes that allow you to control your rewards, like this one, which adds a set of new lineage supports to the Marshal of Zesht. Or this one, which lets you control which womb gifts you will get. There's also some nodes that affect the Genesis tree, like this one, which will cause Zesht to drop his head, which when returned to the Genesis tree, will grow a grasping orchid on the side of it.
What's that?
You'll have to experiment to find out what this thing is good for. Putting rings on its fingers seems to make it happy.
Grasping male.
So that's a rundown of what you can expect from the new Breach questline.
Let's get grasping
There's a new
males,
stabilization
right?
mechanic for breaches, hive encounters, and hiveborn incursions on the Atlas. But you also have a huge new crafting system and new bosses as well. Alright, so let's talk about the Rite of the Nameless storyline next.
Oh my god.
When you first complete a ritual in the endgame, Aoife, a lost spirit, will appear. She appears to need your help, but isn't able to communicate more than a few words, beckoning you to come to the Wildwood. Like the other leagues, Ritual now has a place on the Atlas to call home. The Wildwood could be found to the west. When you first arrive there, Aoife's spirit will guide you in, where you will discover that inside the Wildwood, spirits can take physical form. Aoife has been bound to this place by the King in the Mists, and requests that you free her, but in order to do so, you will need her body, currently in possession of the King.
Those guys dance like
To
Dead
reclaim
Rabbit.
it, you will need to gain an audience with him. Inside the Wildwood, there are many ritual encounters to complete. Like before, in each area, triggering rituals will resurrect the nearby bound monsters to attack you, and killing the monsters will give you tribute. In addition, each ritual you do in the area will add the monsters from the previous ritual, making the encounters much more challenging the more rituals you complete. Once you've completed them, spend your tribute to get items. Now, an important change to the rewards of Ritual is that all the items in the reward window are now uniques or omens, making this league's rewards much more valuable than before.
Offer tribute to the king.
In order to gain an audience with the Nameless King, you need to sacrifice tribute to him. Any
no
remaining
splinters.
tribute you don't spend can be sacrificed this way to fill up this bar. Once you have enough tribute for an audience, return to the Wildwood to divine his location with the Nameless Shrine. His location will be revealed deeper in the Wildwood, and you will need to make your way to him, kill him, and get Aoife's body.
Oh, we get wife back. Oh, she's
Using
dead.
her body, you can attempt to release her spirit, but this is when you learn about the true threat of the League. The Wildwood is built on top of an ancient prison. The King in the Mists didn't gain his power out of nowhere. He was granted it by an ancient being of darkness known as the Bodark, and the Nameless King's use of this power has been causing the prison to weaken. In order to prevent the Bodark from entering the world, a champion will need to enter its prison and beat him back, but those with a name are unable to survive there. In order to do so, you will need to transfer your name to another with a new mechanic in the Ritual League, the Rite of the Nameless.
What is that?
The rite will begin in a nearby forest. At first, it appears to be a regular ritual encounter, but that will soon change. The final ritual of the area will include the map boss. And defeating him will give you a piece of the effigy onto which you will transfer your name.
Yeah, free update, by the way.
But the ritual is still not complete. Once the map boss is defeated, the Atlas will open, and you will need to pick another adjacent map to continue the ritual.
Select formats.
During the rite, each adjacent map will have different rewards to tempt you. So for example, if you go in this direction, you gain significantly more tribute. But if you go in this direction, the uniques in the reward window will turn into currency instead. You can also sometimes get offered specific items that will be added as rewards. So in this case, you'll have to choose if you want to get 5 Chaos Orbs or a Mage Blood.
Mage
A difficult decision, I'm sure. Now, as this is one continuous ritual, the encounters in the next map won't start from scratch. They contain all the monsters that were gathered from the rituals of the previous map as well, making them harder and harder. And that includes the map boss too. You will need to defeat both map bosses in the final encounter for your next effigy piece. And it still doesn't end there. Pick another map, another reward, and add another map boss to continue
4.
until the ritual of the Nameless is complete. It will take 5 maps in all, and will be an incredible challenge.
Do we need our league sock grenades again?
But once complete, you can return to the Wildwood to perform the final rite. Transfer your name to the effigy, adorn the crown of the Nameless King, and enter the prison.
And then?
Now, of course, once the Pinnacle boss is complete, the league doesn't end there. As you do rituals on the Atlas, you can continue to give tribute to the King in the Mists for another audience.
Ooh, that's Crown of the Victor. Isn't it Diablo 2?
Pick another forest to begin the Rite of the Nameless once more, and this time with a harder Pinnacle boss and new unique items to find. Of course, we've also significantly upgraded the Ritual Atlas tree. Get points by completing maps in the Wildwood, and you'll be able to unlock some pretty cool nodes.
I think of Silks of the
Some
Victor.
of them affect the Rite of the Nameless, like this one, which extends its duration. You thought fighting 5 map bosses at once was hard? How about 6?
How about 7?
Or this one, which makes maps during the rite have more reward mods, often having 2. You also have nodes that allow things to combine with other content, like this one, which gives a chance for rituals to be created inside summoning circles, adding a random boss to the ritual encounter. There is even a node which adds a new type of possible ritual, the Audience with the Queen, which causes the Bride of the King to sometimes appear. Okay, so that's ritual. But let's have a look at what this means for in-game content as a whole for Path of Exile 2. When you include the expedition changes made by the League, we have a total of 5 new in-game storylines, each of which has a hub, crafting systems, areas to explore, NPCs, and a Pinnacle boss as a capstone. Not to mention the Masters of the Atlas storyline as well. But more importantly, you now have immediate quests as soon as you arrive at the endgame, and goals with obvious progressions that you can see how to finish. Each in-game questline has a progress bar that you can pop out from the side of the Atlas screen at any time that shows you how far through you are, and buttons that will take you to the hubs for them. Overall, it's just a way better in-game experience with a significant number of fun objectives to complete. But just in case you didn't have enough goals, we did have one other thing that you might want to complete this league. These are called challenge leagues after all. Where are all the challenges?
Someone
Well,
suggested
players of Path of
that.
Exile 1 will be used to the fact that each league comes with a series of challenges that
Who
you can
suggested
complete
that?
in order to prove that you are indeed the best. We haven't done these yet in Path of Exile 2, but it's time to change that. If you're able to complete them, you'll earn pieces of the Knight of Elder armor set.
Ooh, that looks nice.
Opening the challenge screen will show you a series of 8 challenges. After completing each one, anyone in chat or in the forums will be able to see your prowess. In addition, you'll get a
Diablo
statue
reference.
to put in your hideout showing anyone you trade with how many challenges you've
Okay.
completed.
I'm going 40 out of 40.
You'll earn the first piece of the armor set after doing 2 challenges, and the full armor set after completing all 8. So that covers all the content you'll encounter in Return of the Ancients. But what about some new tools to fight against these new pinnacles with? Well, we also have some new Ascendancy classes as well, but to introduce them, I'll hand you guys back to Mark.
More Ascendancies.
As Jonathan said, we have 2 new classes to show you today, the Spirit Walker and the Martial Artist. Let's start with the Huntress's new class, the Spirit Walker. The Spirit Walker has developed an affinity with the Asmerian animal spirits. She is able to infuse the power of multiple spirits at her choosing. On the bottom part of the class, you will find paths for each wisp you would like to commune with, be they primal, vivid, or wild. Each one can give you different abilities that align with the stag, owl, or bear. Each ability gives you a method to become possessed by wisps of that type, and a new ability when you spend them. The stag allows you to summon stampedes when you attack. The owl grants boons in the form of their feathers, which adds extra
2 additional
projectiles
projectiles.
and enhances the projectile speed of your next skill.
Damn, that is strong.
And the bear simply summons a giant bear companion to your side. The bear will maul, slam, leap, and do intimidating roars to debuff your enemies.
Yeah, I don't know what they did with tablets. They might just be gone.
Now you can specialize more into each of these wisps, but if you want to combine all 3 of them, then a new hidden power will be unlocked. The power of the Sacred Wisps. This node is free and enhances the quality of all 3 of your spirit animals. Your bear will take some of the damage you take and grant you life regeneration. Your stags will become more aggressive, leaping towards enemies. And your owl-empowered skills will leave a trail of soaring ground behind them. But that's not all. The Spirit Walker has other powers beyond wisps, such as Idolatry, which can give you large bonuses for using idol socketables in your equipment.
What?
And this one, which is my absolute favorite.
Tame unique
The
beasts?
Spirit Walker, having attuned herself with nature, can gain the ability to tame beast bosses.
Oh shit.
Opening up a whole suite of very cool options for your build. Maybe you tame the mighty
Monkey.
Silverfist in the jungle depths.
We can be the monkey now.
Or maybe a 3-headed chimeral beast in the chimeral wetlands.
Yes, that's so sick.
Or then there's a giant frozen owl beast, Rakar, the frozen Telly.
I am the monkey now.
There's so many choices. You're going to have to experiment a bunch with this one, and I'm very excited to see what bosses you all choose to have as your trusted boss companion.
Monkey.
Next up, we have the Monk's new Ascendancy class, the Martial Artist. After decades of training, he has mastered 3 of the 7 Hollow techniques. Channeling Hollow Form technique allows the martial artist to create illusions of himself, which then use a skill of your choosing. Perfect for turning skills with less area of effect into ones that can obliterate packs with ease.
Whoa, shit, that's cool.
Should you find yourself overly vulnerable while channeling, you might want to take Way of the Mountain, which causes you to be covered in stone when you immobilize enemies, mitigating large amounts of damage. This can even enhance your attacks too. By hardening your weapon in stone, you can deal even more damage. After taking Hollow Focus technique, you can manifest your spiritual energy into objects. In this case, bells.
Bells?
Which
But
will
only
appear
one.
around the martial artist and can be shattered by any of his attacks.
Oh,
even
Ultra
ones
Bell.
from the Hollow Form technique earlier. Hollow Resonance technique furthers that by adding a manifested bell to your back, which rings each time you deal a critical strike, damaging all enemies around you.
That is strong. That is really
Through
strong.
all the martial artist's thorough training,
Two-body
he has
armor
mastered
stuff?
the flow of internal spiritual energy too, and has engraved runic tattoos around his meridians. By doing this, he can gain the benefit of extra runes. Just open your inventory and add the runes. There is
cute.
one that counts as a helmet, 2 as a body armor, 1 as gloves, and 1 as boots.
That's pretty strong. That could be very strong.
Finally, your hands. The ultimate expression of a master of the martial arts. Taking Way of the Stone Fist will cause your gloves to become a new base type when equipped. Each modifier on the original pair of gloves has an equivalent, more powerful, and more impactful modifier. For example, these gloves add some physical damage, cold damage, lightning damage, some resistances, and life gain on hit. Now, when I equip these, they become literal fists of stone, and not only grant me a bunch more evasion and energy shield, they now also grant a lot more damage, some maximum resistances, and a significantly higher amount of life gained on hitting enemies. With all the different rune combinations you could do, and the different modifiers and gloves,
fuck? I
there's a
kinda wanna
ton
play
of different
this.
build options, and we're looking forward to seeing what you can come up with. Now, with so many new bosses in Return of the Ancients, of course we want to have a huge number of unique rewards. There are some pretty cool things in here, so we wanted to show you a few of them.
Mage Blood?
Twisted Empyrean is a 2-handed mace made from the purest of Verisium, combined with the beast's corruption.
Mana Sacker?
It converts all of your mace's skills fire damage to cold, and visually does so too, turning your volcanic fissures into glacial ones. This mace also comes with its own built-in skill, Starborn Onslaught. Using Glory, you can leap backwards, throwing your mace at the ground, creating Verisium fissures, before calling behind it a storm of cold metallic bolts from the stratosphere. Next, we have Eventide Petals, an amulet that not only grants runic ward, but also comes with its own reservation skill, Midnight Zenith. This skill causes your critical hits to grant Arctic petals that hover around you. Once you have acquired enough of these petals, they will be consumed, creating a floral ice crystal near an enemy. Then, destroy that crystal to do devastating cold damage to everything around it. The Raven's Flock is a staff perfect for minion characters. Not only does it grant spirit reservation efficiency and minion damage, it also allows your minions to inflict grueling madness on hit. slowing enemies and making all other slows on them more powerful, for maximum crowd control. That's not where this item shines though. It grants a skill called Spiraling Conspiracy.
RF?
This skill causes a flock of ravens to circle you, dealing damage over time to anything near them.
It's RF.
Killing enemies, or just by standing near unique enemies, causes the flock to grow, getting larger and larger. For your PoE 1 players, you can think of this just like a raven righteous fire. That's not all, however. These ravens are also minions, so they fully scale with minion damage and come with their own command skill, Mad Flight. This command skill causes your flock to create a tunnel of deathly damage between a set of illusory mirrors, obliterating anything in between.
Yeah, the Pox Gazi crossover. RF, Raven.
Horror's Flight is a pair of gloves instilled with the purest of fear. Equipping these causes your enemies to become terrified of you. These gloves cause you to gain stacks of fear incarnate when you cull enemies. To aid in your culling, these gloves also come with the skill Crushing Fear. This is similar to the monk skill Killing Palm, except it deals chaos damage, and the amount of damage and area of effect scales drastically based on the power of the enemy. As you use this, gain your stacks of Fear Incarnate, which increases your culling threshold, meaning enemies become easier and easier to cull, even to the point of being able to instantly kill some monsters from full life.
What?
Sylvan's Effigy is a scepter for those wanting to run companions. It allows you to have any number of companions of different types, instead of the normal restriction of just one per type. But what makes this cool is the Asmerian Wolf Companion it comes with. This is a persistent minion that bites foes to maim them, leaps to cause bleeding, and even howls to buff nearby allies. Additionally, it comes with the command skill Eternal Hunt, which when used it will howl, calling on the spirits to manifest spectral wolves to ambush all foes around you. Liminal Coil is a crazy wand. It allows you to apply as many curses as you please, but those curses will have no effect. What's the point then? 2 reasons. Firstly, your spells gain a bunch of extra physical and chaos damage for each curse on enemies. Secondly, is the skill it grants called Coiling Bolts. This skill is a projectile spell that fires coiling physical and chaos projectiles with every cast. What makes this skill truly special though, is that it will split and chain through every cursed enemy, causing an absolute ruckus.
I want to play everything
See for yourself.
that they're showing.
Periphery is a unique bow, which utilizes all the powers of the Asmerian spirits by dealing damage of all elements. And all elements can cause all ailments. The coolest thing about this bow, however, is the Asmerian Swarm skill. These are minions that are summoned when you kill enemies. They will pursue all nearby enemies, damaging them and inflicting a debuff on them that boosts your elemental damage even further. Watch as you mow enemies down, and the swarms of Asmerian wisps aid you, melting enemies one screen at a time.
These are so cool. These are so cool. I'm just
the
like in
Ordained
shock
is a
right now.
new spear,
That's a spear
mastering
from
in
the thing.
physical and lightning damage, with high critical strike chance too. This spear allows you to leech life not only from physical damage, but lightning too. It also creates a fragment of divinity nearby periodically. What are those? Well, this spear has the skill Righteous Descent, which is an epic, divine leap, aided by angelic wings.
This must be one of the
If
pinnacle
you use
boss
the skill
drops.
when a fragment of divinity is nearby, it will become empowered, dealing significantly more damage, gaining massive area of effect, and bypassing its cooldown.
It all looks fun.
When fighting a boss, let a bunch of the fragments spawn, and then just unleash your divine havoc, obliterating them. Last, but not least, we have a new unique jewel. Voices.
Voices!
Voices is simple. It consumes 1 jewel slot to add more. There are versions that add 2 jewel slots, 3 jewel slots, and for those who are absurdly lucky or rich, one with 4 jewel slots.
God.
Equip it,
damn.
and notice the slots appear next to your character's portrait in the center.
Oh my god, that is strong. That is so strong.
One of the things we are concerned about is how long it takes for experienced players to replay through the game in each new league.
Huh?
As we learned from Path of Exile 1,
This was something
one
I
of the
said.
things that can really help is having elements in the campaign that tell you where to go, if you know what to look for.
Yeah.
We'll cover just one example per act for acts 1 to 3, but there are many more than just these.
Oh, this is
For example,
different.
Hunting Grounds in Act 1 is a large, sparse area, containing multiple entrances and landmark encounters. Here's an example of some of the changes we've made here. Finding the ritual encounter in this area isn't too difficult. Now after completing it, a trail of locusts will lead to the entrance to Freythorn. Just follow it and find the source of the evil.
Clever, okay.
You may also find corpses of dead animals, killed
this.
and pecked at by the crowbell. You'll notice a trail of blood leading away from them. Follow the trail and it will lead directly to the boss.
Yes, like environmental clues. These are so good.
We
Ooh, that's
even
new
put a
angle.
signpost on the road to tell you which way to go to find Ogham Village.
Amazing.
In Act 2, in the Mastodon Badlands, you need to find the Lightless Caverns and track down the Abyssal. Now to make this quicker, in the level you'll find these cracks. Just follow them, and it will take you right to their lair, allowing you to find and unlock the Well of Souls.
Now, is this going to be for like every zone or just very busy
In Act
zones?
3,
Ooh.
the jungle areas have camps of explorers to sell you items. However, they are now even more useful. By talking to the explorers, they will point towards the next area. Not only that, but it will also reveal it on the minimap, so you can know exactly where to go.
That's so cool.
These are just some examples. We plan to do more and more of these over time in order to streamline the experience. Now, as this is an in-game expansion, it makes sense that we would work on Atlas QOL. We've added a search box that updates live as you type. Have a specific map you want to run? Now, they will be much easier to find.
Thank you.
If there are multiple maps, hitting enter will move you from map to map. Now, making a character build in Path of Exile 2 can be pretty complex.
POB
And instead of designing a build yourself, many players enjoy following online build guides.
No, are they gonna...
We have a pretty awesome community that has built many tools over the years for designing builds. But we wanted to improve the experience of following them. So, we are introducing a new build guide system directly into the game client. Here's how it works. Community creators who write build guides can now create a new file format, a build file.
Oh my god, this is so
Once
big.
downloaded, the builds appear in the in-game client, and selecting one will show you everything you need to know to make that build.
Oh my god, this is
So you can see all the passives you need to allocate, ascendancy points you need to take, skill gems you need to equip, and recommendations for all the support gems you need to use as well. For items, the build designer can specify which uniques to use in each slot, or if needed, just add some notes to the item slot to say what kind of item you need.
Ha, this reference.
In fact, build creators can add notes to just about any of these areas, allowing them to explain different trade-offs in context.
This is
or just give
insane.
more info about how these things should be used.
Wow.
They can also give level ranges to each element, allowing recommendations to change over time. Great for builds that need to respec after they reach a certain level. Now, all of this is written in a standardized build format that creators can use, and we imagine that a lot of community build tools will be updated to add support for this format. Now that we have trade market searching built into the in-game client, we have added the ability to price check items you can find more easily. Control-Alt-clicking an item will now search for it on the trade market, showing you the current prices.
Oh my god.
For rare
Oh my
items,
god.
it's handy to exclude some mods, so we added the ability to enable and disable each mod so you can see what effect each one has on the price.
Yeah, it's like Awaken PoE trade in-game.
Next up, we're going to be talking about the new supporter packs for Return of the Ancients.
Okay, guys, unrelated. I need $180.
Today, we're launching
like,
two new
right
series
now.
of supporter packs, the Blood Reaver and Divinity packs. Each tier contains the pack's full face value in points, alongside several exclusive microtransactions.
What the
As always, the microtransactions in these packs are purely cosmetic and do not affect your character's power or progression in any way. The Blood Reaver series of supporter packs contains 6 exclusive microtransactions. Let blood fuel your bloodshed. The Exsanguinator weapon effect draws the blood of enemies you've slain and funnels it into your weapons. Turn the appearance of your endurance, frenzy, and power charges into orbiting globules of blood with the Blood Reaver charges. While your charges are active, these blood orbs will grow in size when you absorb more blood from nearby enemies. There are options to have pure blood charges, or charges that still display which kind of charge they are at their core. A taste for blood doesn't negate a taste for style. The Elite Blood Reaver armor features crimson leathers and golden accents to set yourself apart from uncivilized leeches. It also features a back attachment, fashioned out of the wing of a colossal bat. Alongside every Blood Reaver is their trusted gargoyle pet. In true gargoyle fashion, they take the form of a stone statue when you are idle, leaping into action when you're on the move again. What good is immortality if you don't have a vast mansion to come home to at the end of the day?
I'm gonna have to sort my
The
own
Eternal
cheats.
Blood Reaver supporter pack contains the Blood Reaver Manor Hideout.
Alright.
This exquisite 2-story estate features an organ, a grand dining table,
Ew, gross.
and cages for your visitors.
Cuck cage.
You can alter the walls to create as many or few rooms as you like.
Oh, a house. Oh, I want this.
Last but not least, the Servant of the Manor, eternally bound to the Order of the Blood Reavers. This henchman will manage your store, so you can spend more time spilling blood.
I don't want that. I don't want that shit in my
Won't
hideout.
disappoint you.
Don't
But if we do, you've our permission to beat us most violently.
Yeah, Sims 5.
The Divinity Pack series also contains 6 exclusive microtransactions. Call on Divinity to aid you in eluding enemy hits with the Divinity Dodge Roll effect. As you sprint, actual Divine Lightning wings will form out of your back, leaving a trail of radiance as you engage or escape from combat. For situations that are too dicey, call on the gods above to send down the Storm of Divinity portal to create a safe passage for you to retreat through. Adorn yourself with the Knight of Divinity armor set, a highly revered attire only bestowed to those deemed worthy for the divine cause. Equipping the Divine Surge character effect empowers you with a storm of divine energy. Using skills causes the storm to burst from your character, spilling raw divinity into the area around you. The Arbiter of Divinity wings are the final piece remaining to emphasize the force divinity has over this realm. This ancient precursor machine was found locked away in a highly guarded vault. Its original purpose is unclear, but it has been altered to fuel your maps using the pure, everlasting divinity within the statue. The pillars surrounding represent how many portals you have left for your map. This map device also tracks your progress as you complete the new Origins of Divinity storyline, added this expansion. Additionally, all microtransactions from the supporter packs will be made available for use in Path of Exile 1. On release weekend, we will also be releasing the Return of the Ancients mystery box, which will contain 2 armor sets, a set of map devices for your in-game adventures, a new tracking scroll that records the amount of currency you've gained from the currency exchange or your shop, and
that's cool.
much more, like a set of finisher effects and affinity stashes. That's not all, however. The Fragment Stash tab is finally coming to Path of Exile 2, and with it comes some tabception. Inside this one tab, there's a tab for your various boss key fragments. There's also a tab for all your precursor tablets, with each type of tablet getting 6 tabs of storage. Finally, there's a tab for your Djinn barriers and inscribed ultimatums, both of which get their own 6 tabs.
Thank you.
That's a lot of tabs.
That is a lot of tabs.
So that's everything in 050.
Is that all?
This is by far the biggest update we've ever made to PoE 1 or 2. New in-game storylines, pinnacle bosses, crafting systems, items, ascendancy classes, and so much more.
I'm just joking.
Now, because this update contains so much in-game content, we're doing significantly more testing than usual. For that to happen, we're taking a little longer than usual between the announcement and the release. 050 will be released in 3 weeks on May the 29th, with the patch notes being released on the Friday before that, on May 21st.
Okay.
But there's just one more thing to talk about. Now that the endgame is up to scratch, we have to start talking about our plan for 1.0 release.
Yes, okay.
The feedback we've had during early access has been critical for making all the improvements that we'll be making to the game. At the same time, we had to create enough in-game content to make an RPG that can call itself a successor to Path of Exile 1. Well, with 050, we now believe we have reached that point.
I think you have.
And so this is going to be the last full-size league during early access.
I was right.
That's right. The next big update is going to be 1.0. Now, normally we would do our next big content release in August, but in the run-up to full release, our plans take a little longer on this one. As big as 050 is, 1.0 is even bigger.
What?
So we'll be launching 1.0 this year sometime after ExileCon. But that doesn't mean we won't be doing updates in the meantime.
Oh, okay.
In this final phase, we have a lot of things to polish throughout the game
1.0's
and
bigger
balance to
than
improve.
this?
I'm sure there'll also be feedback about the new endgame that we need to incorporate too.
I can only
The difference is that the
gauge
focus
so
is not going to be on
wide.
adding more content like the previous updates, it's going to be on improving what we already have. But we still want to encourage people to try out all the balance changes and improvements that we're making. So we're going to be running a few event leagues during this phase alongside each update. Think remixes of existing mechanics or features.
Okay.
And speaking of ExileCon, don't forget to pencil it in on the weekend of November the 7th in New Zealand. ExileCon is a gathering of our players, and a chance for us to showcase everything we'll be working on for both Path of Exile 1 and 2. And this one will be particularly important for us, since we finally get to unveil some of the coolest content that we've been working on for a while now with Act 5 and 6.
That thing of
Tickets for the in-person event are currently sold out.
Oh,
but don't worry,
cute.
all the announcements and talks are going to be streamed online for all of you to watch.
In chat.
Now, I'm personally so excited for this.
Me
This
too.
is the year that PoE 2 comes out. The campaign is finally finished. It's been 8 years to get here, but we're finally near the finish line. And with that, it's time to move on to our live Q&A.
Holy freaking fucking what the shit? Hello? Oh god. Okay, they've really got the I need a sneeze. I'm in shock. This is insane. Sneeze time.
Once again today.
Oh, they got sound again.
We just had a teaser for Return of the Ancients expansion and its complete overhaul to just every single thing in the endgame, complete endgame overhaul. The Runes of Aldor League with a frankly somewhat confusing amount of crafting and systems and things in it. It kind of keeps
look
going.
at these
And then we've got
viewers.
like the Kalguran skills that work across weapons.
10K?
The, extra looking ascendancies
14K?
and some insane uniques and all that sort of stuff, but honestly it's kind of easy to talk about what's not part of 0.5. So with that very elegant segue, let's do that first. So I think some people definitely had an expectation or a hope that there was going to be a new class or a new weapon type here, swords perhaps.
Unfortunately, it's just the case that making a class is something that takes longer than a single cycle. So yeah, it was never going to be on the cards for 050, unfortunately. But
so it wasn't even that it was moved in this case.
No, it just
really
wasn't. It just isn't something that we can do in that short amount of time. So it's going to have to be the next one before we're able to get.
Well, last time you guys teased like the druid and the huntress beforehand.
Exactly. Right? So it's kind of funny seeing everyone like this. Like probably the mistake we made was having a sword in the teaser for the breach stuff.
I thought it was a fishing rod.
So no one thought about that, but it's just kind of funny.
It is a shame, but it seems like you guys have kind of. Well,
Samurai, thanks for the sub.
As far as design is concerned.
And it's not like we're not working on it in the background, right? Like that is definitely happening.
I've been seeing a little bit of work going on there.
We're simple people from New Zealand. Like swords, they're advanced technology that we haven't quite gotten yet.
So we just don't understand.
We're trying to learn how they work.
Just like get on the map, aren't you?
There's like a straight line. There's like some metal. These are complex things.
There's a lot to figure out there. But do you care to speak at all, like kind of what your plans are in that regard, as far as like classes and?
I really shouldn't, just because it'll spoil the reveal for that will come
not
some
exactly,
of the time.
But like, what are you kind of hoping towards getting, like from 0.5 onwards? In the lead up to ExileCon, in terms of that? Are you hoping to get like all of the classes in the game, just one or two more or something like that?
Well, so I think that what the main focus is going between 050 and 1.0 is going to be more about like improving what we have, like polishing everything, and 1.0 is where you're going to get the like, you know, the big new content update, you know, like that's going to include the, you know, Acts 5 and 6, it's going to include like class stuff, it's going to include like all that sort of thing, because really ultimately the main goal of what of early access is like make sure that all the systems that we have in the game are good, right? So we need to make sure the end game is good, we need to make sure that all of the like, you know, the skills, just the way that combat is good, and like all the various things, like, you know,
a couple of minutes,
like even stuff that isn't good yet, you know, like ascendancy trials, right? Like there's going to be stuff that we need to do before 1.0 to get good, and so like that's kind of, you know, so long as we can get that stuff, then I think people trust that we know how to create like, you know, an act at this point, right? Like, so that isn't exactly something we need to test per se, you know. So really what we need to do now is like assuming that people are happy with the end game that we've released in 050, that will mean that we've kind of checked all the boxes of stuff that we need to know, you know, and yeah, there's still stuff that we need to improve, and like that'll happen between 050 and 1.0, but yeah, like that's the main thing we need to be sure of, and then once we've got that, it's like now we can get, you know, the big update, the ridiculous update that is 1.0 ready.
And I heard you mentioning that recently as well, that you don't feel like you really need to get the last acts in for testing.
No, I mean, like,
know how to do that.
We know how to do that. It's one of those things that, you know, like, look, people saw in for like, we know what we're doing when it comes to that stuff. It's just, you know,
So the plan's obviously to get like those last acts in, finish the story, and have all that come out at launch.
In 1.0, exactly. And look, that'll be the launch.
Conclusion to the story then. Yeah, exactly. So you have done, though, one extremely gigantic update here for Endgame. And it seems like you've done a lot all-in-one expansion.
Yeah.
And you've got this plan to like kind of do a little bit of like some other stuff in the interim. So why did you go for this route of trying to do so much all in one instead of spreading it out over, say, a couple of expansions?
So in retrospect, maybe we should have spread it out, but honestly the reason is because we wanted to actually make it so that like, we wanted to deliver a patch where like, this is what we expect the endgame to be. Like, this is the template for what leagues look like when they're in endgame, and that kind of thing. And I feel like if we'd just done a couple of them, it wouldn't have really got that across. Like, it needs to be like, once again, this is what endgame is, you know? And it really is fulfilling a lot more of what we had hoped for in terms of feeling like a world that you can explore, you know, that there's things everywhere and that kind of stuff that we had wanted for. And the other thing as well is there were just like a few things about the current endgame, right? It just didn't really give you goals in the right way. Like, you get to endgame, you don't know what the hell to do, and a lot of players just leave right there. You know, there needs to be the case that when you get there, like, there's objectives, there's things, you know, that feels like there's actually a storyline there, this kind of stuff, in order to entice players to actually go further than the campaign and actually get into endgame. So yeah, I think that if we hadn't have done all of the leagues at the same time, it just wouldn't really have kind of gotten across what we're really going for there.
And it sounds like the plan now is to be able to focus on a little bit more polish in the lead up to ExileCon as well.
So yeah, I mean, we plan to have some more leagues, but they won't be like content, like mega expansion type leagues. Like, it's more like kind of like the 1 month event type things that we've done, and that's really just because we want to be able to. We still don't want to do mid-league nerfs, and so to be able to do all the balance changes we want to do, there's a huge amount of balance still to do. You know, in order to do all that stuff, you still need to
people
have
complaining
about
about swords, really.
And so what we'll probably do is like more event type stuff, like remixes of existing content, but also adding stuff where stuff's missing. So for example, like, we still have a lot more uniques we need to make, especially like mid-game uniques, so that kind of stuff. Like, we now believe we've got the standard of where a unique needs to be in PoE 2 in terms of like, you know, and it's like way more than what you need in PoE 1 in terms of being like to reach the standard. And so now that we've got that, we can expand on that, get more uniques, sort of, you know,
I don't even know what to say.
Kind of stuff. You know, so yeah, there's stuff like that that'll be coming in the sort of the updates between now and 1.0. But
I don't even know what the fuck to say.
Kind of like, you know, mega content craziness that we've.
Oh fuck! Wait, no, I didn't mean to click that. Sorry.
Game things. While people watching live get your questions in the chat for all of that.
Errol also had to AFK for a sec.
Folks about the new league, the Runes of Aldur, which this is like an expedition rework, but it's also its own separate league. This encountering remnants, uncovering these runes throughout this.
Sorry, guys. You can go watch that.
Anyone. I'm sorry for it. I usually you all know me, right?
Temple going core? They didn't
I
tell
usually
us
don't talk that way. But anyone who is crying about a missing class or missing swords or missing anything after what we've just witnessed in the last 1 hour and 10 minutes is out of their minds.
Yeah, you need to go to a therapist.
Out of
like you have
their minds.
The most fucked expectations.
I said this before. who fucking cares about a new class, about a new weapon type, if the end game is not fixed? Like,
Exactly.
what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with that new class if we still have, like, how are they gonna focus on getting a new class into the game when this is the update that I've been planning for 6 months? Like, are you out of your mind? That is for the next.
Was anyone? But I don't really see anyone really complaining, right? Were people complaining?
Pages and pages of crafts and stats and just like honestly, I've lost the plot a little bit with respect to how many like different things we've made and like it's honestly just been crazy.
Idea writing.
Some of the rune stuff is like also super bizarre. Like, okay, what's like? I don't even really understand that rune that's got to do with uniques. Like,
You have 10 streams up with.
It's called Olroth's Legacy.
They will nerf the shit out of the temple.
You can place in
They might skip because those people are fucking idiots. Like, actually,
destroy the unique, and it takes one of the mods off of it and creates a unique rune.
What?
With a slightly modified value sometimes, because obviously, and then you can put that in the same item class of a
this is insane.
The systems just keep
There's just so many crazy crafting things going on, but it was kind of like
holy
when
shit.
we were designing the league, we're like, okay, we've got Kalgurans.
Should
like,
we
what kind of crazy crafting and magic systems would Kalgurans have?
I should also sleep. He was just saying anyone complaining that they're not going to play the league because of swords is like insane. Insane. It's not that there is no content. I don't think anyone is arguing. It's that the class content is way more interesting than 7 new path streets. Okay, that has to be a troll. That has to be like the biggest rage bait ever. That has to be the biggest rage bait ever. If you guys want to watch the thing, you can watch the thing. But I'm more interested in what people are saying. Wait, what are people arguing in this chat? Wait, a valid point, but I think the statement is very different. What did Kickbrass say? Oh, wait, what did Pompeii Hammer say? Is there drama? Oh, is this person? Okay, no, this person's still complaining. We have quests to help start the endgame, then it's still wandering around. This is actually a skill issue at this point. If you're still like complaining, like nothing is ever gonna make you happy. You need to find either like you need to find Jesus or a therapist. Like nothing is gonna make this game fun for you. Or just find another game. I don't know. I think this looks fucking like out of this world, unbelievably good. Unbelievably good. Mouse control. Yeah, I want mouse controller hot swap. This is the biggest update ever. Don't like it, don't play it, I know, but it's just weird that people are like, it's still gonna be boring in the end game. Because they showed the sword in the breach. Yeah, but I mean, I really don't care about a sword. Like, I couldn't have cared less. All these new runes, the Ascendancy class interact with them. I think I should, let's raid Arrow. You guys go be hyped with Arrow. YouTube? I need to sleep, it's late. I need to wake up tomorrow and write like fuckloads of guides. I'm probably gonna, I will let you know when I stream, but I need to prioritize writing guides and putting out videos. And then I'll stream when I can, but like, what's big now is putting out mobalytics guides just to get like the SEO for them. But everyone else there'll be plenty of streams, I promise you that. Let's go see Mr. Arrow, YouTube. I'll see you guys soon. I'll keep on touch via Discord. So yeah, have a good night. I hope you guys are all as excited as I am. Let's go see Mr. Arrow. Have a wonderful night, YouTube. See you tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow, at some point. Bye. Bye, YouTube and Twitch.
In Justice League, that there's a thing that like a reward that like you can keeps on giving, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That there's like a reason to keep on doing this, like economically. So therefore, every league has to have some kind of crafting system that you can engage with for a very long period of time. And like we didn't quite have that. For like some of the leagues sort of had that a bit before, but now we want to make sure that every league definitely has something along those lines.
Thank you for the raid, Mr. Gall.
So that just a reason to keep going.
Thank you. People can absolutely find like a niche, a thing, a service they provide the community or whatnot, which I quite like to see, especially
we got like 5 leagues in
real
one
deep
league.
cuts on some of those things that you can do there, and now with the runes and everything as well. So for the back to